Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 5:30 on a Saturday morning and I'm just here waiting until that live stream starts. But in the meantime, while we're still waiting, I'm like trying to set up stuff. I'm gonna watch it on YouTube's. On the YouTubes. And I did not realize that Nikkei has a live stream too, and I'm like, I haven't touched that game in a long time. I haven't actually been consistently playing that game either, so I don't know, I'm actually surprised. Everybody seems to be coming out with their anniversary streams. Didn't realize it was all the same time though. But while we're waiting for Wuthering Waves live stream, I will do my dailies. Oops. I will do my dailies really quick, and then we'll just kind of wait around until then. I completely passed out on this Friday, though. Was meaning to play with the girlies, but I just sort of died. So that didn't happen. Oh well, it is what it is. At least I got some good sleep. And I thought my sister would wake me up this morning too. But that didn't happen either because she came back home and pretty much crashed. So I think we were just both really tired. Alrighty. Let me start the game. Get this rolling. Hoping that my internet stays up because it's been kind of funny. It's been acting kind of funny. But it's alright. It'd be alright. Okay. Let's switch on over. It me. Hello. Come on. Work, please. I have 20 minutes until the stream starts. We can do this. A little part of me thinks that the game's just going, yeah, there's a lot of people playing right now. We're kind of overwhelmed. Just a bit. Ah, hold on. Here we go. I forgot. We do need the sound. 19 days. In the name of chivalry. Oh, yeah. So off stream, a friend and I tried the co-op, and that was actually quite fun. But it's gonna be a few more days until we see more of those levels open up, right? So I don't plan on doing them last minute. But I might have to anyway, because I'd be working on the days that it's up. Oh, what happened to the music? That just cut off entirely. Hey, my dude. I feel like we're always breaking rocks together. And then I like how Rover can roleplay to be like, yeah, that's exactly what we do. Just break it with our chests. Why don't you break the rock, dude? I'm waiting for this guy to be like super roided out. Alright. That's at least a 40. Overlord. Okay. Who am I trying to raise again? I think I was still in the middle of raising Yin Lin.
I will be there for everyone.
Nice pick. You won't regret.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right
she
into
has
our lap.
more than enough. Okay.
Time for another adventure?
Oh, alright. I guess I'll fight Inferno Rider. Whomst I haven't fought in a while. There's so many, like, of the content creators that pop up into my stream. Or, not on my stream, on my YouTube feed. So many of them are doing watch parties. I mean, why not? But then I am glad for the love that wuwa is getting. His first anniversary has to be awesome.
Engulfed by sea's venom.
Be gone.
Ow. Ow.
One more time.
Oh my goodness.
None shall whisper.
Oh. Well, that was easy. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. That's good. Then let's fight. I think it was another weekly challenge. I've just been doing a lot of fleur-de-lis. But I may need to go back to fighting Scar or Jue, one of the two. I don't even know what type of expectations I have for the live stream. I don't think I have very much.
Count me in. Bang, 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 bang. You blink, you miss. Cut it close. Oop.
Oh, shoot. Fleur-de-lis.
How's that for a magic trick? Lost in the mist of time.
Take a breath. I'm right here.
Oh,
So that tickles.
that tickles way too much.
Engulfed by sea's venom.
Be gone. The show begins. You will obey. One with the sounds. Shadow follows.
Count me in. Bang, 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 bang. Let the bullets fly. Yeah. Better keep up.
Oh,
Hey, over here. You blink, you miss.
I'll keep you company.
oh okay. Just... Woo! Okay, nice.
Riptides claim you.
Ow.
Bad timing.
Ooh. Fleur-de-lis, you're beating me up. Oi.
Down with the curtain.
I still think the worst or calamity boss really is Hikari, though. I do not like fighting Hikari. She gives me a headache. Ooh, a crit rate, though. I'll take that. Yep. Alright. And then maybe one Taza Field and we should be good to go. Should be set for... Or, let me see. Oh, well. Nice, but let's just burn the rest of my waypoints. I don't even know what I want to farm at this point. Maybe better stuff for Yinlin and Zhangliao. Because they're technically my second strongest team, but they could be better with all their stats. Oh my. Wait, which one is this one? Electro damage. You know what? Fine. I might as well practice with the other crew anyway. Still don't know how to play these people well, but...
Notice it. The fruit of evolution. Bask in the sunlight.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Variable elimination. Fast. Conditions optimal. Watch out.
Bloom. The fruit of evolution. Life is in everything.
Tear them to pieces.
Now your variable elimination.
Where are you guys?
Pierce through the stars. Exploit. Reconfiguration.
Okay. Very nice. EZ. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, perfect. Ah, trash it. Trash it. I've just started doing this, that I'll just immediately start marking them as trash if they don't even match. Lets me go through it later. Yikes. I don't even know if I want to keep this. I don't think I do. Alright. Well done.
Faster.
One of the things I appreciate with wuwa, that it's so quick. So quick just to get through all of it. Now I just need to pretend that there is nothing I can build. There's a lot I can build. But I really need to hoard mats for a little while longer. Okay. I really, really want to do more of these. This was really a lot of fun. Later on. But for sure, something to look forward to. I keep forgetting this is a thing I can collect too. We only have 10 minutes left. What can I easily do in 10 minutes in this game? I know we just did all of that. Let's go. Ooh. 2. Did I already do all of the stuff here? Let me see. I like doing the paintings. The paintings are really fun. Let's see if there's any that I can do here. Overflowing palette. Here we go. Proceed. Just track it then. Is that way. There we go. Okay, we're turning everything yellow. Sure. Why do I hear noises? Hold on. Is the live stream already up? Oh, it is. It's literally just them chilling in their office. That's cool. All right, well, now that it's up, Cool. Cool. Tempting. And then that one I'm just hoarding for whatever reason. For whenever I potentially need it. I like how they have this ASMR going for this stream though. 10 minutes. Almost there. Very excited. I don't know if I even want to put like bets on what they'll potentially show. Hey, it's Solon. What are they looking at? What do you think that is? A program? Looks like a coding of some sort. You know what? I'm so excited that I'll even bring out the big model. Hold on, let me reset. Where are you at? There she is. Oh. I don't know if I want to like make it big. I guess I do. But we still have 6 minutes left, so. I better get my handy dandy notepad. Or, you know what, where's my sticky notes? Oh, this is like all my Filipino words. I don't need that. Not yet, anyway. Okay. So, taking notes for wuwa. First anniversary. And you can tell they're excited. They're excited. Oh, my little dude. Why are you all the way down there? There you go. Just like that. I feel like Solon's just trying to keep himself busy for this video. I like it though. I like it. I like that they're showing that they're working hard, preparing, probably slightly nervous, but I hope it goes smoothly. Because they're not only just doing the English, but they're doing CN, Korean, Japanese. Wait, is that even Solon? I thought it was, but maybe that's not even him. Okay. Here is my that's not even him. That's somebody else. Okay. Here's my wishful thinking. Here we go. Jacona free. That's not gonna happen. What else? If we do quality of life, instead of recycling, trashing, 0, investment, echoes, like 5 of them, gives EXP tubes. And we'll just say even the lowest, blue. What else? What else is wishful thinking on my part? Toggable clothing. Interact with all established characters in Overworld for event. I think the cube event will be its own thing, but if I had to guess, or my wishful thinking is that it'll be something similar to 1.2 patch, where we could just hang out with all of the characters. I want something like that again too. Go fishing with all characters. Okay. I think this is good wishful thinking. What else can I say? What color do I want this to be? Let's make it blue. I don't know what else. I'm not sure. I can't really think of anything else. Like, there's a lot, but honestly, I think these are like the most feasible ones. Still wishful. Ah, yeah, you know what? New outfit for Rover. That would be nice too. I still want it to be realistic, feasible, but still wishful thinking on my part. I think this is the right way to go about it. How's it going? Oh, it's going, Effie. It's happening. I'm so excited. You ready to hear me yap yap for like at least however long this is? I'm ready to yap yap. Like, Cam started playing the game again, and I'm glad he's enjoying it from what he's been telling me. But good lord, it's every single time that he reaches out to me and he's like, hey, I got through this part. I just don't shut up for at least 10 minutes straight, giving him like full-blown paragraphs in the DMs about my feelings. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. All I can do is just yap yap. But I'm so excited. Oh, we're almost there. That's good. I'm very happy, very excited. I didn't know that Nike, what is it, Victory, Goddess of Victory, Nike, was also having their anniversary today too. That's crazy. So many anniversaries seem to be lining up like within the month, or like within a span of a month. So yeah, I saw the notif, right? Oh, okay, it's time, guys. It's time. Oh, here we go. Breathe. There's our boy. Come on, Solon. Excuse me. Oh. Why are you fighting for your life? Oh, he's going so far. So far to give us a gift. Oh! He's gotta deliver the goods, for real. Oh, okay. Get them visors. Let's go. The drama. The drama. Oh my god, he's dead. did too much. Okay. All right. Open up strong with an orchestra.
Hello，全球的漂泊者们，你们好，
大家好，
又见面了，我是你们熟悉的 Solen。
Hello， 各位漂泊者们好，我是你们既熟悉又陌生的新朋友，同时也是大家的老朋友，霸王。
霸王同志，很高兴又跟你合作了，今天可得好好配合啊
I！just think a boy 霸王。
什么呢？我们刚刚不是配合的挺好的嘛？真是的，快给大家讲正事儿，讲正事儿。
确实确实。好，那么我们先和大家聊正事，接下来欢迎大家来到本次明朝2.3版本特别前瞻。没错，特别前瞻，因为我们明朝马上就要过1周岁生日了。我们从荆州城萧山到黑海岸，再到黎纳西塔、拉古纳、阿维纽宁神学院，我们走过了很多的地方，还一起度过了温暖的追月节，解决了薪资给予的危机，还在黎乔利海岛体验了一波捕鱼达人的快乐。
是啊，转眼就1年了。哎，松龙哥，如果让你从开发者的视角来形容我们明朝这1年，你会用什么样的词语呢？
哥哥，
关键词，我觉得应该是挑战。这一路以来，我们遇到了非常多的挑战，但是呢，也正因为有了这些挑战，我们才真正让明朝变得越来越好。例如上线初期时，我们收到了很多反馈的优化模块。
Yes, you did.
当时我们
And
向
you managed
漂
to
泊者们
fix it
承诺
within like a
会把
month.
游戏性能作为
Even though it was really rough.
推进下去，而不是改完表面问题就结束了。现在回头看，这个承诺我们应该也算做到了吧？
I think so too.
我们依然在不断的优化游戏性能和游玩体验，还正式上线了光线追踪来拓展明朝的画质上限。
I can't enjoy
新的
that.
1年，
I have a
性能
potato PC.
依然是我们绝对的重点。
But at
明
least you
朝
optimized
不
it
仅要
enough for my
越来越
potato
好玩
PC, and
画
I'm
面
thankful
也
for
要
that.
足够好看，体验也要足够顺畅。
哎，打住！我们还没有说到性能这一块呢。我现在想问你的是，想跟
Yes, pray your
咱们
hands,
广大
indeed.
漂泊者最想说的那些话，最深层的那种感想了。
明白，最深层的感想。I love you。
哦，I love you too。
明朝就像一套
There's
一直
Okay.
流淌的潮水，
They be
因为所有的
giggling.
漂泊者，我们才能在过去、现在、未来
未来
不断的奔涌
向前。
我们因为你们的存在，也因为你们而改变。在这里，我想跟所有的漂泊者们说，
奔流因你不息。
明朝
Ever
1周
flowing
年
with you?
朝圣庆典将随着2.3版本正式开启。潮水奔涌所向的地方，全是我们相聚共庆之地。
是的，那么为了纪念我们这一特殊的节日，我们也为1周年设计了全新的 logo。在明朝2.3版本期间，大家将在许多地方看到这个 logo 的呈现。
好，那话不多说，接下来我们就准备正式开始介绍明朝2.3版本的全新内容
Yay,
了。
alright.
我相信
What you got
漂
for
泊
us?
者们也都迫不及待的想知道了。我听说我们项目组的小伙伴们为了让今天的前瞻特别通讯足够特别，准备了相当多的情报内容啊。
是的，没错，这是我们必不可少的环节啦。首先，我们要为各位漂泊者们介绍一下即将在我们2.3版本中登场的全新共鸣者信息。然后在2.3版本中，我们将会有2位新共鸣者和大家见面哦。然后 我会再为大家介绍一下我们全新的1周年庆主题活动
I think we already know who the two resonators are.
版本活动，当然还有我们非常重要的版本系统
But still, it'll be cool for you to cover.
最后也不会少了我们线上线下周年庆相关的活动情报信息哦。
哦，看起来周年庆版本内容多多，我已经开始期待了。那说了这么多，不如直接看一看。
没错，我们就正式开始吧。敬请大家欣赏2.3版本 PV 雁行下曲庆团圆，
Arpeggio of Summer Reunion.
团圆。
Cute. They're so excited. I love their energy, right? It's so cute.
Let's go.
Oh.
Got no time to waste.
No. 100% orange juice? Really? Did they just take from 100% orange juice? Their version of Mario Party? It's over? Wow, cute!
Time to work again.
Oh, Zani.
Laguna once went through a hell of a time. The Order was hit with major losses, including many of their best. The Black Alley was born when that stability fell apart.
New area? No way. I didn't think they would. Is this a new area?
Efficiency is everything at work. It's all about hitting the nail on the head. Let's get this over with.
Oh, I love that she has like this great sword.
I can spare a minute to knock some heads around. Give me your worst. Reduce to dust! Huh? That's a wrap.
Oh, Zani, you're so cool.
As the forgotten songs rise once more, a tale of the past I shall tell. Overture.
Oh man, I want her too. Ah!
Ta-da! A grand overture. Listen, the trio of destiny. Time to end this story. The tale of all our adventures together.
Talos. That was what the Black Alley called their leader.
Talos doesn't stop anyone from challenging her. In fact, she tells them if
No
they
way,
beat
we also
her,
got another
they
hot
get to be the
mommy.
new Talos.
Oh my god, it's her?
The
She's so
Black Alley has its
cool.
own rules, and I am simply following them to keep things running smoothly.
Before you talk about rules, first learn not to make my life harder.
Women?
As long as there are those who breathe and see, my eternal summer will never fade.
Oh my god, women. Everywhere. Kataro! Calculator's here! Oh, with maracas? Please say we can interact with everybody. Please, please, please. Oh, this looks so cool. But let that be real, please. That's all I'm asking.
拳打黑帮，脚踢坏蛋，追逐着音乐的诗歌，寻找被隐藏的真相，还将和非常不一样的共鸣者团子一起，以全新的姿态开启狂欢，爽啊！我有预感，这个版本漂泊者们的游戏时光会过得相当的丰富、
精彩
且开心。
可不是嘛，松能哥，
Please,
你知道
this
吗
is all I'm
在拉
asking.
古纳
Look,
城
look,
黑
look.
暗
I
的
even
一
put
角
it in my sticky
有一
note.
个
Make it
和光有关的传
interactable
说
with all established
每
characters
当
and
隐
the
匿在
overworld
黑暗
events
中
similar
的
to
邪恶
1.2.
势力开始破坏拉古纳的和平，
Literally all I'm
就会有
asking.
出现一名为焰光的夜行者，将他们全部绳之
Blazing
以法。
Nightwalker.
哦，这究竟是怎么一回事呢？实在是
太难猜了。
要不这样，我们直接去看一下怎么样？
没问题 ，Let's go， 走。
They're cute. Oh, another performance.
“传说中，验光的夜行者会在夜幕到来后，行走在拉古纳的大街小巷，铲奸除恶，将坏人送去他们该去的地方。然而，拉古纳居民不知道的是，在白天，其实他就是一名普通的上班族，每日都在兢兢业业的工作中。”哎，松伦哥，你现在状态是怎么回事？
我看完刚刚的表演，我就很想穿的正式一点，突然
He's working
我就
too
好想
hard.
上班，
Oh.
好想上班啊！
你这么一说，我突然也好想上班啊。那么在这里，我们向各位漂泊者们宣布，全新的共鸣者莫塔里家族的最佳员工，验光的夜行者赞尼将会在 2.3 版本加入各位漂泊者的队伍。
They're so goofy, very. Oh, and she downs a monster right when waking. Poor girl. Oh, is that her resonator showcase? Like her Kong bean?
是啊，在漂泊者们初次踏足拉古纳时，就已经其实和赞尼相遇了。他看似是一名普通的职场精英，实际上却会用拳头痛击敌人，挥舞起巨大的盾牌，更是游刃有余。赞尼目前就职于莫塔里家族的艾弗拉德金库保卫科，百年的他是辛勤诚恳的上班族，行事利落，办事可靠。虽然总是顶着沉重的黑眼圈，总是满脸疲惫的样子，但是情绪的稳定程度甚至远胜艾弗拉德金库的保卫强。
所以，
赞尼他到底为什么有黑眼圈？是不是莫塔里不双修的？莫塔里也太坏了吧！
哎，那莫塔里家族的事务确实是比较繁多。
Boo, Montelli family, boo, no off days.
打扮方面很难放过自己一马，对不对
How dare they？
但在另一方面，每当夜幕降临的时候，赞尼也常常会游走在黑暗的街头上面，将那些不怀好意的人暴揍一顿，
So she's a vigilante？
全部打包送去戒灵院接受改造。所以下班后，赞尼也无法彻底的休息。不过呢，对于赞尼来说，虽然很累，但他是非常乐于为拉古纳的安定付出自己下班后的时间哦。
真是没想到啊，在你表面上看起来完全是没有热心市民的样子的，没想到私下竟然是在疯狂做好人好事。不过天天要打架，赞尼的武力值一定很强吧？
不用说了，没错，赞尼利用自己的双重身份。其实，在背后默默守护着林纳西塔的秩序与安宁。
Okay, I don't wanna.
属性的共鸣者
I can't tell if they purposely gave themselves dark circles under their eyes just because of Zani. Or are they actually getting or not getting enough sleep? Please sleep.
而且，作为一名成熟的打工人，即使是面对敌人，赞尼也是一副游刃有余的状态。在对战中，他甚至能忙里偷闲。借力后撤，坐在椅子上稍事休息。
That is so good. Make it a plastic chair and
同时又
that's how you know you're fighting in sea.
保守的姿态，敏捷的抵挡着来袭的。
That was a bit at first, I know, but now I'm like, is it? Am I just reading into it too much?
特殊定制的武器，
I hope that's
会随着
makeup.
赞尼的进攻 积攒能量。当能量充足，赞尼可释放特殊的共鸣技能，将盾牌
She's like a
幻化
charge
为
blade
重剑
user. It's
没错
so，cool.
对敌人发动沉重的一击，并再次增强解放盾牌中的力量。当然，面对棘手的工作室，赞尼也会严肃起来，领带一扯，直接释放共鸣解放，进入灼焰形态。在这个形态下，金色的能量将随之游走全身，
游走全身，
so
让它
cool.
呈现出一种与平时截然不同的姿态，调动全身的力量，持续挥舞大重剑，对敌人进行持续而又猛烈的攻击，直到终结一
And
击。
then I love all the time
职场精
stuff.
英赞尼在
I'm
执
so
行工作
weak
中
to
相当的
time
有条不紊。
motifs.
他的攻击技能中可以见到金色的焰光以及
But
各
I
种
don't even have her
重点
best
相
in
关的
slot,
元素。
so
这代表着什么？代表着对于每一项工作应该耗费多长时间，何
Do I
时应该
care, though?
结束，赞尼可都是有自己的把控，
非常有节奏。
没错。然后在队伍中进行战斗时，赞尼一般扮演着主力输出的角色。它具有
Okay, so
特
she has
殊的
made
机制
DPS, thank
可以
God.
提前结算队友附加的光照效应，并将其转化为自
Oh,
身的
you
特
see, I
殊能
skip
量。
Phoebe,
在
and
灼
that's
焰
her
形态
best in
期间
slot.
假如利用可以造成不俗的伤害，而且赞尼的动作设计多为利落的身体攻击，他使用臂铠作为自己的武器。在此次版本期间，我们也将推出一款全新的5星武器——焰光裁定。它结合了赞尼的职业特点和擅长使用重型武器作战的战斗风格进行了设计。这柄武器
what
整
does it
体
do？
使用了黑色金属材质，结构精巧，但又异常坚固。臂铠内部由黄铜构建的机械结构如钟表般精密运转，齿轮机构间时隐时现的指针表盘特效，凸显出赞尼作为一名资深社畜对于时间管理的重视，并且在平
Veteran
时
9 to
战斗
5er,
中，
bless
赞尼
her.
习惯将其单手佩戴，用以保护手臂，以免受反冲力的伤害，以及在必要时刻时用于抵挡攻击。当赞尼挥动手中重剑之时，臂铠齿轮中心会喷涌出如同血日般炽烈的焰光，而他对于作恶之人的裁决，亦或者是其他人眼中极其难以完成的工作，也会随着计时般齿轮旋转而精准地走向终结。
走向终结。
这代表了一个理念，就是既然对方听不懂道理，那就通过物理的方式进行交流，用最有效的方式达成目的。
I wish it
这也
could
是
tell us what
赞
it
尼的
is, though.
个人风格。
Is it crit
哦
damage,
原
crit
来
rate?
这就是赞尼的风格。赞尼真的是太劳模了吧？但是我真的很好奇，明明上班已经
It's
这
probably
么累
crit
了，
damage.
为什么他还要在下班后维护正义呢？
其实，赞尼的夜间巡逻源自于很久很久以前发生过的一件事。彼时的他也只不过是一名初入职场、平凡度日的小职员，但因为一个特殊的契机，赞尼才开始了这份在夜间的义工。那么说到这里，就不得不提一段流传于纳古拉街头巷尾的传说——焰光的夜行者。这是一段发生在拉古纳动荡时代的故事。不法者组成的帮派，隐秘的驻地，曾经的混沌本应不
Yeah,
复
like,
存
are
在
they introducing
但
like
令
this
人
whole
惊讶
new
的是
area?
过去的余孽，如今却再次在黑暗中
Through
展开了
Zani's
獠牙。
character
敞开了獠
class?
牙。
没错，在职场中已历练多年的赞尼，面对过去的残留，又该采取怎么样的行动呢？
哦，不错，有点意思。我看这个场景也跟之前我们所见到的拉古纳有点不一样哦。
是的，不过更多的情报内容就等各位漂泊者们亲自了解啦。关于赞尼过往的故事以及他如今的生活与理想，都将会在2.3版本上线的全新半新故事《夜行的焰光》中
Okay, I
为
guess
大
I'll
家
write down
一
things
一
to
道
look
来。
forward to.
好，好，好。
So,
不过上班下班
Maybe
都这么
I
忙
spelled
的
that
话
wrong.，
赞尼平时还有什么机会可以好好放松一下自己啊？就算是工作狂
Character，class
也该有自己的生活吧？
当然，他的爱好就是工
oh, good
作。
lord, she's a
虽
workaholic.
然这是赞尼自己亲口说的，没有人相信，我也不信。
没有人相信，你也不信，我怎么就那么信呢？我怎么记得你以前好像跟我说过一样的话呀？
对的，我怎么可能不相信呢？没错，我怎么可能？我超爱工作的，没错
嘛。
只不过除了工
Your
作呢，
boss.
你偶尔 也会进行一些报复性的消费。尽管
Don't you
他
love
理性告诉
working?
自己这样
Yeah,
不
so
好
long.
但是出于压
Of
力
course.
和一些其他的原因，总也有管不住自己手的时候嘛。
理解理解，人之常情。
除此之外呢，在你有时候也会 DIY 一些美食，只不过这些美食很有它自己的特点。
哦，
它会在肉酱烩面的表面加入奶酪、香肠和香草等食材一起焗烤，做成一道名为什锦肉酱焗面的美食，很好吃，并且据赞妮本人所说，最开始他其实只是在加热因为忙于工作而被冷掉的外卖，在这个过程中碰巧加入了一些手边的即食材料，但最后意外的发现这些东西混合起来的味
Like
道
a true
还相
workaholic
当的
having
不
no
错
time to eat, so just putting all your
听起来
leftovers
好
together.
像就是蛮美味的。有机会的话，漂泊者们要不也一起尝尝？
是的，是的。以上就是目前可以公开的有关赞妮相关的所有情报喽。
不错不错。那介绍完赞妮2.3版本，我们还会有另一位5星共鸣者即将和大家见面。
是的，不同于赞妮，另一位5星共鸣者
All right, Chacona time.
他如同山间穿行的清风，在他的身旁总有诗与乐相伴。
哦，多唯美的描述。哎，什么声音？
好像那边。哦，走，对，啪啪啪走，对，吃瓜，想不起来了。
Cute. I like her English voice a lot, yeah. Oh, so they have like music for each one, but they have like very different types of music.
Mm. 在这短短的曲子中，我能感受到丰富的情绪，感觉有好多的音符在我身上疯狂的跳动。哎，你怎么感觉班味没了
？Okay, so the dark circles were a bit. That's good.
你也是，精神这么多呢？难道这就是夏空对我们的治愈吗？
夏空是一位自由浪漫的吟游诗人，据说他创作的诗篇在拉古纳的大街小巷中口耳相传，而林纳西塔的广阔土地上也遍布着他的足迹。
据说生活在拉古纳的人们热爱艺术，
I wonder if that's her
诗歌与音乐
that might
是
be
他
her
们
convene
日常生活
animation.
中不可或缺的一部分。所以啊，果然是这样吗？
那肯定是的。而且夏空诞生在一个热爱诗歌与音乐的家族中，耳濡目染，加上
Finally, we
与生
have our
俱来的
idol
天赋
singer
使他能够
bard
快速
character.
上手各种各样，甚至是从未见过的乐器。在他看来，每一个乐器都意味着一段不断传承的精彩故事。所以有时候，就算是一些独特的乐器，比如不锈钢脸盆吉他、饼干盒曼陀林，甚至是咸鱼风笛等等，他都能使用共鸣能力去弹奏它们，使用它们展开一场别开生动的音乐会。而现在，作为一个游历四方的吟游诗人，夏空也走过很多的地方，他一路聆听与观察，在记录中体验各种各样的情感，并将它们转变为各种各样的诗歌。不过很有意思的是，夏空偶尔也会坏心眼的写一些诗歌骂人，或者开一些无伤大雅的玩笑。
可以
Oh, that's a real one right
比
there.
如说是在
Writes
某
out
人
of
陷入
spite.
沉思的时候，为他演奏一首专属的 BGM。
你的意思是，随时随地都可以开始演奏的天赋型创作选手，是这个意思？那他的战斗方式应该也和演奏有关吧？
没错， 夏空是一位5星气动属性的
Oh,
共鸣者。
look at that.
使
They
用的
already
武器
gave us
是
her
配枪，
stuff too.
它的共鸣能力
Nice.
非常独特，可以召唤幻影分身协助夏空和队友进
What
行
did
战
he
斗。
do though?
音乐是吟游诗人最强的攻击。
So
夏空
funny
的
that
麦
she
克风
fights with her
不
mic,
只
but
是
that's
演
a
奏的乐
gun.
器，也是进攻的武器。它可以进行形态转换，
Like, alright.
从麦克风变成一把刺剑，并且
Don't know how that works,
夏
but
空的
alright.
身法灵动，它能进行快速位移或在原地召唤分身。它的普通攻击通过自身灵活的身法和幻影分身的配合，可以达到令人意想不到的方式进行攻击。它的重击可以挑飞目标。夏空的共鸣技能可快速位移至目标身后，并在原地召唤
Are we
分身，
sure she's not a
让敌
sword
人
user?
摸不着方位，并且
So he's
夏
ready
空
for a
多才
fight?
多艺，
Right.
精通各种乐器，可以给大家带来各种精彩的演出。
She just points
在
her
战斗
mic
中
at you like it's a
通过不一
rifle.
样的方式衔接至普通最后一段。夏空
Points her mic
会
like a
分别
rifle, but
使
just
用
smacks you with it.
宝斯兰鼓、鲁特琴、麦克风进行循环演奏，并且展示不
I need to
同的
know
舞
what
蹈
this
和乐曲。
gun looks like.
如果期间夏空执行其他行为或切换队友，他还会召唤幻影，继续在原地保持
Okay,
演奏。
so that's what I was
夏空
wondering.
通过使用不
Like,
同
how
的乐
is
器
it
进
when
行
you
演奏，
switch out
积
and
攒
her
能
song
量，
still continues
能
to
量积攒完
play?
成，可长按普攻发射凝聚
How do you
音
do it
符。
without getting
凝聚
interrupted?
音符命中目标时会形成漩涡乐章，会将周围的敌人吸附到中心。夏空的共鸣解放技能
Oh.
也很有意思，他会脱去披风，换上礼服，和分身们一起举办一场欢乐的演出。
Yeah, see,
在演
look,
出
it's
期
like
间，你可以跟着节拍
You have to do
进行
QTEs
演奏，激发能量冲击，对敌人造成伤害和负面效果。
but then how do you
就
not
算
get
在这个期
interrupted?
间切换至其他队友，夏空的演出也会在场上继续保持。
Oh, she just stays on the
夏
field.
空
So
不愧
she's
是专业的呀。
she's
一个
also
人
like a coordinated
其实
attack.
一支乐队，不过他在场上的演出
Okay.
有些什么特别的作用呢？
这个说来就给大家好好讲讲了。夏空在队伍中一般扮演快速协奏和提供增益的角色。夏空和他的幻影分身在进行演奏时，可以给全队提供气动属性伤害加成，而共鸣解放的能量冲击
Oh
可以
yeah,
持续
she's
的
for
给
Chacona.
敌人附
Or not
加
Chacona.
风蚀效应或光照效
Cardia.
应。他的演奏技能还能为队友提供风蚀效应伤害加深的效果。
She might actually be really good with what's his face, Jihan too. But then if you put him a rover, you get a healer, sub DPS,
哇哦，不错不错
buffer and a
夏空一定可以
debuffer,
和
and then your
团队
DPS
打
with
出
Cardia.
超强的配合。
No.
没错。另外，在2.3版
I
本
mean,
中，
she plays
我们也
so
将上线一
differently
把
compared to
全新的
everybody else so
武器配
far.
枪林间的
Oh, look, it's the
汉将
gun that
这
we
是一把
don't
精
see
良
ever.
浪漫的琴弦手枪。
哇塞，好看，是一个很符合夏空吟游诗人身份及自由浪漫性格的设计。
对，夏空很喜欢大自然，所以这把武器的设计风格很具有歌颂生命与自然的特点。
I need to know.
这把配枪
Is that
由
good
明亮轻快的
for auto?
淡色金属构成，金绿色的乐谱
Depends
音
on
符
what
刻上
the
环绕
sub
着枪声不断流转。
stat is.
由特殊材质编织而成的透绿琴弦，悬浮于膛线之间。每当风掠过镂空雕
That's
花
actually
的
really cool.
象牙白扶手，枪声便会荡起森林层雾般的光晕。据夏空说，他在使用这把枪的时候，似乎还能感受到
She just
来
shoots
自
whoever
纳
boosts
西塔
her
林
her
间的
performance.
翠色
Oh, you didn't
微
like
风
it?
感觉你说了一篇满分作文，
That's why nobody
我刚刚
remembers a
都
bad
沉浸在
performance from her.
是你自己写的吗？
并非，这么有诗意的表达，那当然是来自于夏空的诗篇啦。
我感觉夏空一定见证了
That's how you
很
become
多
top idol.
故事我相信
Take out the
漂泊者们
competition.
对夏空的经历应该也很好奇。这方面我们还有没有？
那肯定是要有啦。
Okay, so she does
在2.3版本
have
中，我
a
们将上线一个全新的
character
活动
story.
为你的长夏永不凋落。这一次，
Oh,
我们想通过一
it's
种
like a
新的
legit
方式
story.
来为漂泊者们展现共鸣者的故事。
哦，
Wait,
连
is this like
名字
actually a
都
part
这
of
么
the
的有
patch
诗意
story?
有没有 可以再
Character
展
story
开透露。
patch story?
那我只能透露一些些啦。听众朋友们还
So
是
we follow
希望大家
Jacona this
进
time?
去体验啦，对不对？那我简单讲一下，这次的故事源于一则关于黄金
I guess that
诗歌
kind
的
of makes
传闻
sense because Zani already
相
had
传
a lot
拉
of
古纳
rules
过去
prior.
久负盛名的诗社《黄金之歌》的成员，曾是最主的歌颂者，却因为亵渎神明而被休会流放。而最近，他们的遗作意外现世。相传，若有人演奏他们的遗作中的乐曲，则会招来亡灵，并为拉古纳带来毁灭。在克莱塔的指引下，漂泊者将会与一位鉴赏诗歌的好手，没错，就是夏空，一同去解开《黄金之歌》背后的秘密。
创作诗歌的人，散播流言的人，追查真相的人，
多方势力的博弈再度开启，这场藏匿在诗与音乐下的阴影即将揭晓，还请各位漂泊者们做好准备。那么在 2.2 版本中，夏空已经为漂泊者展示过了他独特的共鸣能力，他能通过旋律跨越时间与空间，让记忆与故事重现。在 2.3 版本中，夏空也将再次发挥他这个特殊的本领。漂泊者将与夏空一起穿梭在诗歌的不同篇章中，去揭露
Okay,
一段
yeah,
段
so
被
her
掩埋的
story
真
is
相。
actually the patch.
听起来是一个
Interesting.
很特别的本领，想必这一路的见闻一定
And
很
then
有意思。
Carlotta comes back.
那么，关于夏空还有没有更多关于他的小故事可以分享呢？
那当然还是有的啦。说到分享，夏空很喜欢与大家分享他在旅途中的所有感受，无论是关于桂冠的英雄事迹，还是乡间的欢声笑语，亦或者是某种食物中的香气，他都能将这些感受转化为诗与音乐。他的表达从不拘泥于形式，甚至他对食物的理解也从不受拘束哦。游历四方的吟游诗人，旅途中的食物讲究一个美味与便捷的平衡。比如在某一次的旅途中，夏空本来准备吃面包的，但他灵机一动，将肉酱面放在了面包的缝隙中。
I'm wondering if this is their way of trying to make food relevant
出
again.
乎意料的好吃。
Because I feel like food is very underutilized.
有一则不成文的
But now they're introducing food that comes along with the resonator.
胡乱搭配改编食
Food
谱。不过对于夏
featured
空而言，
with a
他倒是
resonator
不会管这些，只会继续吃这个好吃的
is
烩面面包。
interesting.
哎，我感觉赞妮就很适合这种吃法，加班配碳水，是不是很有生活？
加班，碳水，生活。
Wait, where are you going?
索伦哥不会是想让我狠狠加？不，索伦哥不是这样的人。哎，索伦哥呢？索伦哥已经走了吗？哎，人呢？我还没来得及说呢。哎，索伦哥走得太急了，看来这份为漂泊者们准备的兑换码
He got
只
distracted.
能我自己来公布了。
Oh, redemption code time.
好，接下来为各位漂泊者们送上本次前站的第一个兑换码。
First
大家记得在有效时间
anniversary.
内进游戏内进行兑换哦。
Oops. I spelled that wrong. Anniversary.
我可要下班了啊！不，我要回去加班了啊！拜拜拜拜拜拜。
Oh yeah, they put a lot of money into making their music something stand out. They really took the criticism of the music could be better to heart. We're like, right. Let's just put a bunch of our money into the music. I wish it wasn't limited to just live stream though. Can you make like full versions of this on Spotify, please? There's my boy.
Hello， 瓦策划，今天第一次来前站哦，要不和漂泊者们介绍一下你自己
Hello， 松伦哥，漂泊者们大家好，我是你们的新朋友瓦策划。
怎么样，瓦策划？想必你已经准备了很多新版本的情报，等不及要跟漂泊者们分享了吧？
是的，我有超多内容要和大家说的。不过在那之前呢，就让我们向漂泊者们正式介绍一下第二索拉。
第二索拉，我记得是一本热门小说的名字。先行公约正在制作他们的衍生游戏作品。之前漂泊者还为他们改编了。
Oh my god, that was like in the very first patch.
参考资料呢。
没错，第二索拉即将内测1周年了。
哇哦，内测1周年，难道这就是双喜临门？
是的，是的，恰逢这个时机啊，安可收到了手腕人的假期作业，所以先行公约和安可就此开始合作，准备做一些有意思的东西。当然呢，在这个过程中，毫不意外的。理所当然的，命中注定的，出现了一些意外。
那这究竟是怎么一回事呢？我刚刚好像看到了很多的团子，他们就是在第二索拉里面的吧？
是的，这次的活动得到了泰提斯系统的小力支持。凭借着漂泊者的记忆与数据，在第二索拉中对共鸣者们进行了演算模拟。因为是小力支持嘛，所以共鸣者团子的姿态就此出现。
干得好啊！那么无论是什么意外，遇到我们漂泊者，就算是团子的样子，当然也是迎刃而解。那么我们究竟要做什么呢？
邪恶的布大王偷走了庆典蛋糕。
I can already hear it now. All like the sweaty tryhards are like, "Where's my fighting?"
打倒邪恶的布大王，让庆典重新举办。这就是我们周年庆特别大型活动——团转。漂泊者会在活动中。
It is a combat event? How do we fight?
虽然是由泰迪斯系统模拟的团子形象，但它给人的感觉和机器人十分的相像。
I thought it was Mario Party.
因为团子是根据漂泊者的记忆演算的。上一次漂泊者和惊喜的见面是春天，因此团子的记忆也模拟到了春天哦。
哦，听起来还挺有意思。
是的。此外，也因为是演算模拟的共鸣者团子，所以依照不同的共鸣者的能力，团子们也拥有独特的技能招式。在进入步步魔王城前，漂泊者可以选择最多3个共鸣者团子协同作战。
No way. They were like, we know that the tryhards are absolutely gonna hate how this looks, so let's make it a combat event so they have to play. Because there were some people who saw the cubes and they were like, oh, this looks lame. This looks stupid. I'm not going to touch this. It turns out it is the combat event. That's crazy.
全新的技能效果哦。比较特别的是啊，团子的专属技能也会以模块的形式随机掉落。通过自由搭配不同团子的技能模块，漂泊者可以尝试各种神奇的战斗组合。例如，为春团子装备金希团子的技能模块时，就能触发独特的激光转圈圈特效，让战斗体验更加酷炫多变。
Oh, this is gonna be crazy.
相信大家一定可以以团子的姿态强势出击，
That seems like fun.
夺回蛋糕，让周年庆典顺利举行的。
没错，漂泊者一路过关斩将，与团子们一起夺回蛋糕后，就能开启一场盛大的1周年庆典。当然了。丰厚的酬劳也肯定是少不了的。漂泊者参与团转，可获得新生以及各种养成材料，还有周年庆专属纪念几率印章，帮我们在一起。
Okay, I want that.
另外啊，我们还在部分挑战关卡中也开放了联机的模式，
Co-op
漂泊者可以叫上小伙伴一起战斗哦。
不过
more reasons to play co-op. Bless it.
战斗，我们是不是也可以和他们一起玩点别的？都做了，不要浪费嘛。
当然了
，The cube event is the combat.
周年活动小团快跑热身赛，小团快跑也将在2.3版本中陆续开启。
What did he just say? I already
在小团快
forgot.
跑热身赛中，漂泊者可以陪伴团子们一同训练。为了感谢漂泊者们的陪练，特别的礼物也为大家准备好了。
Co-op.
完成活动可以获得10个福金波纹、意象欺诈奇藏、翱翔幻影、摘桂之人等奖励。
这个翱翔幻影难道是翱翔的那个？
哎，这里先卖个关子，后面我们会为大家再详细介绍。 简单来说啊，这个活动是周年庆的一个特别活动。每天登录游戏，完成活跃度等任务，漂泊者们就可轻松领取丰富的周年奖励啦！大家要记得及时领取哦。当大家热身一段时间后，小团快跑活动就会正式开启啦。由先行公约举办的第1届团子运动会正式开幕，12位明星团子将在赛道上各显神通，争夺第2索拉最快团子的称号。
Fastest Q。
漂泊者可以为支持的团子选手应援，根据比赛的结果和黑马值，赢取对应的人气哦。
好，我现在就要成为索拉里斯最强应援的人。
What is this？
说实话，真的很难选了，手心手背都是肉。
没关系。
Overwhelmed by how many things they put the cubes in.
我们还将上线一个也与共鸣者团子们有关的摄影活动。
Oh, I love photos. Photo of it.
共鸣者们和漂泊者一起缔造了许多珍贵的回忆。大家都想和漂泊者再重温一下呢，所以一起来合影吧，以团子的姿态。同行一旅将在2.3版本和漂泊者们见面，漂泊者将以团子的姿态。与共鸣者团子们共同打卡曾经的记忆哦。
Oh no！
不错不错。
It's when Shorekeeper's dying.
共鸣者们都很珍惜和漂泊者们一起度过的时光。
而这一次明朝
的周年庆也将是明朝与漂泊者们一起度过的第1个周年。
是的，考虑到部分漂泊者们刚刚回归或者新加入索拉里斯，为了便于大家能够更快组成自己的共鸣者小队。换取心仪的共鸣者和武器。在这一次明朝1周年庆典中啊，我们特别准备了2期由5位共鸣者和武器组成的周年换取活动。不过在这之前，我们还是先给大家介绍全新的共鸣者和武器的活动换取吧。随着2.3版本的开启呢，角色活动换取行于光影之间将正式开启，漂泊者们可从中获取限定5星共鸣者赞妮。5星武器验光裁定的换取活动也将随之开启。同时呢，我们也将开放刚刚提到的周年角色活动换取第1期，以及周年武器活动换取第1期。漂泊者们可从纪言、
Oh shoot, I can't get Phoebe.
夏里奥、菲比，以及苍林千丈、侧魁之手、琼之冰鞘、诸方悬殊、和光回唱中选取心仪的角色，武器进行换取。周年活动换取的换取规则与对应类型的活动换取一致，且共享5星保底技术。漂泊者可以随时更换所选择的角色或武器哦。在上述换取活动结束后，我们将开启角色活动换取诗与月的交下。漂泊者们可从中获取限定5星共鸣者下空。当然，5星武器林间的咏叹调的换取活动以及周年角色活动换取第2期，包含金熙、长离、克莱塔、洛可可、布兰特，以及周年武器活动换取第2期，包含石河碎人、鹤翼流鸣、死与舞、悲喜剧、不灭航路也将同步开启。
也就是说。不仅在周年活动换取可以自由选择想要的角色或者武器，甚至只要是同类型的换取活动，我们都可以自由选择换取，而不会浪费换取技术。太自由了吧？不错，不错。那往上跑，接下来
making a point of it so long, okay.
我们其他的活动。比如大家比较喜欢的肉鸽之类的。
Are they putting you back Elusive Realm?
基于原本的深坠意象
Elusive Realm is back.
这一次啊，我们为漂泊者带来了一些不一样的内容。
And it's permanent.
全新常驻玩法《静梦海床索拉电影节》将正式上线。在这个活动中，每一个关卡都是一部电影剧本，比如变身英雄赤焰游侠、新城郊客栈、边缘测量者。漂泊者在关卡中的选择啊，也会影响电影走向不同的结局。漂泊者可以招募共鸣者队友，挑战 BOSS， 获得梦境碎片，提升自己的能力，并且啊，随着招募到的伙伴羁绊等级的提高，队伍还可以获得各种战斗增益。在战斗中，漂泊者还可以体验新的荣爵爆发。
Oh, they brought this back.
在活动奖励方面
，with other characters，
漂泊者们不仅可以获得新生等奖励，
还可以获得
深海意象外观、意象无冠者及意象梦魇无冠者。
Cool，
太帅了！红色的无冠者，好怀念啊！
Okay, we're gonna have to look more for that elusive round because that looked
也
different.
新增了2个挑战，全息战略弗洛德利斯以及全息战略罗蕾莱将正式
Oh
上
good
线。
heavens,
漂泊者
Lorelei
们
was like
可要
beating
迎
my
接好
butt.
新的挑战喽！在2.3版本中，试炼商店也将上新。漂泊者可在商店兑换
Holograms
意象云海妖精。
Where do these?
是漂泊者们呼声很高的粉色的云海妖精，这个我相信大家一定会喜欢的。
当然，我们的团圆赠礼七日签到活动也将如期
Fairy,
和大家见
Crybaby
面。
Fairy.
在2.3版本的最后，我们还会上线失月赠礼限时签到活
Ooh,
动。
that's actually
在
quite
指定
nice.
时间登录游
300
戏，既
astrites.
可领取新生、
10 tubes.
全新
What
道
are
具
those
调频仪、
A new
特级
item?
迷因孔等奖励。
Item
该
modifier?
签到会
What
于
is
下
that
个版
about?
本持续开启一段时间。
Question marks?
希望大家伴着下空的乐章进入朝圣庆典新的篇章。另外，
Free
随着乌
300
木流在黎纳
astrites.
西塔业务的扩张，我们的踏潮探力黎纳西塔现实探索委托活动将再次开放。
Okay, some more
乌
logo
木流的这块业务
logistics.
能不能继续搞下去，真的要靠漂泊者们了。
Renesita.
活动真的很丰富，确实不错。不知不觉，漂泊者在
Okay,
索拉里
lots of
斯已经
freebies
走
for
了
the
很
Annie.
远的一段旅程了。瓦策划，不如我们正好借此良机一起回顾一下。
哦，松伦哥，你怎么知道我有所准备
Of course，
那么来吧，迄今为止，不包含人类敌人，漂泊者在索拉里斯一共遇到了106种残像，其中包括梦魇残像在内，一共有26种怒涛级以上强大残像。截止到近期版本，全球的漂泊者对他们发起了总计19.870.91619次挑战，并累计获得25.35248,597份共鸣者突破材料。其中，辽赵之旗收到的挑战次数是最多的，累计达到2,771.12920次。当然，除了挑战强大的 BOSS， 漂泊者们也没有放过在各个角落出没的小家伙们。根据城萧山办事处的统计，截止到节目时间，共有4.654.9566只叮咚咚在漂泊者们的辣手下失去了他们的外套。
那怎么办？叮咚咚太可爱了，忍不住就会下手。
For me, it's the little fairies that cry.
漂泊者也有失手的时候。
I don't try to kill him. I just
敌人踏光之威
amused.
就给不少漂泊者致命一击。他的利爪共计击败了2062.562600次独自挑战的漂泊者，
He's so much fun to
和
fight, though.
2748.9774次来自漂泊者们的联合挑战。感谢致力于帮助他人的漂泊者们，虽然你们在帮助别人的过程中败北，但索拉里斯一定因为你们对他人的善意而变得更好。
That's what I've been
除
making
了
my
特殊
friends
敌人，
fight.
在
The
过去
mighty
的
like
经营年中，
Crusher.
我们的全息战略也得到了不少漂泊者们的参与。有相当一部分漂泊者喜欢更强的挑战，所以会选择单角色通关全息。
Oh, they noticed the solo dungeon runners.
单通全息战略朔雷之灵难度6的人数最多，
Memphis because he's so good to practice with
16.031位漂泊者
the parries. It makes sense.
而全息战略辽赵之旗难度6则是被单通最少的。
There's no
但
way.
仍有35,221位漂泊者达成了该项
That's
挑
so
战。
cool that they got the
真的很
statistics for
厉害
that, though.
有意思，是不是大家都直接从讨伐强敌去做真实的辽赵之旗了？全息战略的辽赵之旗肯定难不住我们漂泊者们的。说到挑战，有点好奇，我们的逆境深塔又有多少漂泊者前往挑战了呢？
这个吧，根据华旭研究院的统计，一共是10.058.5933次哦。当然，除了与残像对战，
I
漂泊
only
者们
touched
还
TOA
很注
this
重
month.
提升自己队伍的力量。
Like 2 weeks ago was my first time
漂泊者
touching
们
it.
总共挑战了10.578.9876次模拟领域，14.606.0656次凝塑领域，获得了262.0972.3160份武器与技能素材。所有材料连起来，大概可以绕索拉里斯大概超过3圈。
漂泊者们每天在为维护索拉里斯的和平贡献重要
If
的力
anything, the
量。
grind is real, is what they're
说到贡
saying.
献，我们的维里奈也度过了相当辛劳的一年。
Verena had a
在
tough
这一年里
year.
他累计为队友
Oh
恢复了
wow!
28兆
How did they get this statistic? That's crazy.
9499万
Marina working
2166生命
overtime.
值，真是辛苦维里奈了。
不愧是我们维神。
此外，漂泊者在索拉里是留下的足迹可不少
哦，比如
共有877万1617位漂泊者到达荆州最高山平亭山，并坐上了那把散发着强大气息的椅子。
I was wondering if that had
另外
a
漂
specific
泊者为荆州的经济
role.
发展也做出了卓越
You
的
gotta
贡
sit
献
in。them chairs.
展开讲讲。
来自荆州茶货店的马和老板，他们家的财报显示，在这
Dang,
一
he
年的
made
收入
money.
足足为3兆8435亿
Because of it, how he
4699
prices up
万4000美币。
everything.
马和老板托我们向漂泊者致以诚挚谢意，希望漂泊者今后也能多多光顾。
荆州的马家太坏了吧，
太坏了
盆满钵满啊！不过我感觉
This is
除了这
interesting
种全幅的
statistics.
数据，我想漂泊者们应该也想知道自己这1年来在明朝世界里的付出和收获吧。
哎，这个我们也准备了海潮回声周年数据回顾网页活动，也将在2.3版本上线。漂泊者们到时候可以通过参与活动，回顾自己过去1年中在明朝的世界
Okay,
里
that's
达成
neat.
的各种有趣数据。以上
Year
就是我为
statistics.
漂泊者们带来的2.3版本活动内容啦。不过，在我离场之前，先为大家送上
I feel
2.3
like a
版
lot
本的
of these
前瞻
Chinese
兑
games
换码，
kind of do that
请
though,
漂
because
泊者
Love
们
and
查
Deep
收，
Space did that
记得兑
too.
换哦。
Ever flowing. Redemption? Ever flowing.
Hello， 西策划，好久不见。不过，你能不能先给我解释一下，您这次怎么带了个白板上来啊？
嘿嘿，你马上就知道了。Hello， 大家好，我是明朝项目组的西策划。接下来我将为各位漂泊者带来各种情报。
All right, what are you going to talk
看起
about?
来好像你要改挺多东西的样子啊。
实不相瞒，周年庆版本内容确实有1点多，我们就只能采取特殊一点的方式向大家展示啦。接下来每公布一个系统或优化内容，我就会把对应内容贴到白板上，这样大家看起来可以更清晰啦。
哦，那听起来这次好像还有点新意，我倒要看看你这个版本能贴出多少内容来呢？
Wow, this is almost like an
首先
hour.
第一个到达战场
This is actually a whole hour.
深海幻影系统，
Echo aspect, what is that?
也就是翱翔及滑翔皮肤的系统啦。在这个全新的系统中，
Alright.
漂泊者可以更换滑翔以及翱翔外观了。
Cool.
应该有漂泊者已经在刚刚我策划介绍的时候就有发现了。没错，参与刚刚已经提及过的小团快跑热身赛活动，可以免费获得一个
So
周
that's
年
probably
庆纪
going to
念
be a
好
thing
礼
from now
摘
on.
桂之人翱翔深海幻影，看飞起来的效果还不错吧？
That's cool.
还有脱尾效果，确实不错。那我们是不是可以为不同的购名者选择不同的深海幻影呢？
那必须的，这个功能我们也已经同步安排上了，满足漂泊者们的搭配需求。好，
Is it
接
per
下来第二
resonator?
个，我们即将上线深海数
Echo
据重构
data.
系统。
Here it is. Oh my god, is this where they change
那我问你个问题
the
吧，
stats?
刷深海是不是很难呀？
是啊，全世界都知道很难的
Oh,
吗？
they're actually
那如果
addressing
我们
it?
优化主因属性词条获取，漂泊者们会不会很开心
Yes.
呀？
这个优化，漂泊者们早就想要了吧？
是的
Main
所以
stat
我们做了
modifier, please.
2.3版本终于可以和漂泊者们见面了，
对吧？所以我们还是，等一下，我们终于做到了。
是的，这就是深海数据重构系统。在这
Revamped
系统中，
Echo
漂泊
Mechasons.
者
You
可
can now
通过
use
消耗调频
modifiers.
仪对未强化过的
So
5
that's
星
what
深
it
海
is.
进行数据重构，将指定深海的首条主因属性重构为指
哦
定属性。就比如说，这个 cos 深海本身是其他属性的
Okay.
而我想要暴击属性，那么我就可以通过数据屋里的这个数据重构系统，选择对应深海放入，消耗材料，选择
I
目
mean,
标
that's
主
a
因属
huge
性进行
change.
重构。
Like, that's
指哪打哪。
something I'm thankful for.
对，指哪打哪。
How do we get
材
those
料调频仪
modifiers?
可以通过各种版本活动
Okay.
及海事兑换获取。
Item exchange.
那等2.3上线，
Attainable
我们是不是
through
立刻
events
就能
plus
尝
item
试重构
exchange.
了？
是的，
Live in 2.3. Wow. Hi, Slendy. Welcome,
我
welcome.
们特地准备了一
Good
封
morning.
邮件，在开服的时候为各位漂泊者送
3
上
modifiers
3
and 2
枚
crystal
调频
solvents.
仪以及
Cool.
2枚
All
结晶
right.
溶剂。同时呢，我们的仙约电台，也就是大家常说的大月卡，
Are
也会
you-
有升级。
Oh, wow.
通过提
Okay.
升每一期的仙约电台等级，
Pioneer
漂泊者们也能
podcast.
获取调频仪。同时，我们还优化了经验获取和
This
养
is
成
from
资源的
Pioneer
获取，
podcast.
并且增加了部分任务的跳转功能。漂泊者可以从仙约电台直接前往对应任务。
不错不错，我感觉西策划你还挺像个人。这个也是漂泊者们经常反馈的问题，在周年庆也终于有了优化。
Honestly, it does need an update though, because the Pioneer podcast,
在 2.3 版本更新
even
后，
the
我们还有一
weapons
项
are
优化
not even
强敌挑战
something
取
that
消
you
冷却时间。
really want. What is this? What is that?
哦，
No CD. Oh, no more cooldown.
简单来说，强敌 BOSS 以及梦魇生
No
态 BOSS
cooldown
在讨伐后都将直接
for
刷新，
bosses.
取消原有的冷却时间。
Yay.
漂泊者想要集中刷取深海的时候，就再也没有等待时间喽。
哦，我已经看到弹幕有好多好了，继续，快继续。
好，第4个，
当当，
Happy birthday
这
message.
又是什么？
这个嘛，是我们为漂泊者准备的一个全新系统功能哦。
Cool.
漂泊
That's what
者
we're gonna do
生
for
日
my
祝福
birthday.
功能
We're just gonna get
将
birthday
在
blessings
2.3版本正式
from the
实装
wuwa
漂泊者
characters.
可以在终端界面设置自己的生日，请注意，生日设置完成后
Sonny,
不
after
可
getting to
修改。
K-pop and learning
大家
Korean,
要
it's so
仔细
easy for me
选
to
择
tell
哦
the difference between
生
Korean,
日祝
Japanese,
福
Chinese,
包
and
含了
Thai.
很多惊喜内容，漂泊
Like
者
once you
可
just
以邀
start
请一位
listening,
心仪的
it
共鸣
makes
者一
sense.
起度过，他也将为漂泊者送上
Oh,
特
I
别的生
I
日
can only
祝
pick
福，
one.
还有小纪念。漂泊者还将获得生日大蛋糕，
I get a
这是生
birthday
日纪
cake.
念入口，使用后可随时回顾来自共鸣者的祝福。对应的，我们还将在这特殊的一天为漂泊者
I get a
送上
little
一个
crown.
为你闪烁的星光冠冕装扮。漂泊者可以随时
Birthday
将它戴在头
crown.
上哦。
That's
还有
awesome. Give me more of
布偶
that.
小队亲情演奏的哦，祝你生日快乐！2025生日纪念曲也将送给漂
There's a
泊
song
者。
for it too.
漂泊者可以通过留声奏者进行播放。
Birthday
我觉得你这个
song.
系统很不错，但
That's
可能有个
cute.
bug。
啊，此话怎讲？
I guess I'll spend my
假
birthday
如
doing
我
that.
生日刚刚过去，
I have no plans for my
应该再等
birthday.
一整年，这不太行吧？
且慢，今年生日已经过去了的漂泊者也不要担心，毕竟今年是一个特殊的年份，因此只要漂泊者们在这个系统上线后登录游戏，并开启生日祝福功能，不限生日日期，都能收到
okay, that's
生日
very
祝
kind
福
of
和
them.
纪念礼物。
我就说你这个西策划还是高瞻远
Solon
瞩的
is really pushing the
生日祝福
we are
才到
player
位嘛
friendly. We
那么
love
也
you.
再次感谢漂泊者长久以来的陪伴与
That's-
支持。
That's so
漂泊者
amusing.
们都在，也希望明朝能陪伴漂泊者们。
Yeah, my birthday is next month.
生日。
We can
OK，那我们
celebrate
继续
Wuwa
第5个
birthday.
回归系统也将迎来一个全面的更新。
Ah, for the people who are returning. Nice.
噔噔。
首先呢，
Updated
我们增设了养
return
成返还
awards
成长奖励和一定次数的讨伐强敌、战歌重奏的双倍奖励领取，可以获得大量的养成材料，希望能帮助
No,
回归
that's
漂泊
very
者获得
nice.
更快的
It'll
成
help
长速
you.
度。
It'll help
此
bolster
外
you to
我们
catch
在
up.
原来30天未登录游戏触发回归系统的基础上，增加了60天及以上未登录的全新回归7日
Oh,
签
and a
到
free
与
temple
回归任务
after
奖励。
if it's been
触发这个奖励
over
的回归漂泊者，
2
可
months
在回归
roughly.
7日签到中获得最多10个福金
Cool
波纹，以及完成回归任务来获得结晶溶剂、调频仪等各种养成材料。我们还增设了回归系统的问卷小调查，完成问卷填写即可获得新生奖励。希望通过这次回归系统的
That's
全面
huge
升级，
though.
更好地
The
帮助到重回索拉里斯世界的
tuners
漂泊者
that
们。
they're giving
而
is
且
a
我
lot.
们也会同步上线一个周年回归邀约活动，共赴狂
It's
欢
kind
盛
of all
宴。
time.
漂泊者在回归的同时相互邀约，完成对应的活跃任务即可获得新生、贝币等奖励。期待有更多的漂泊者回应好友的召唤，回到我们的索
it's
拉
like-
里斯。
哎，我看到弹幕上的好，密度越来越高了。
还没结束，还没结束。第
So wait,
6
it's
个，
like you can help them in co-op? I hope so. Please say co-op. Oh, a glossary! Oh my god, are they answering me?
在剧情体验中
What is
我们增加了
this?
名词
What
注
is
释功能
this? Is this
一
my
些难理解
complaints?
或较为关键的世界观名词将会增加一个超链接的下划线显示。漂泊者可以直接点击查看所提及名词的具体释义。希望此功能
Okay, wait. But is there like an actual like dictionary that I could access at any time?
这对
I mean, that's helpful.
世界观和剧情内容进行考究的
That's actually quite nice.
绝对是
Explain overclocking to me.
没错，我们继续第7个。
What's that? Game package.
我们也深刻了解到，游戏包体的大小其实也会影响漂泊者们的游戏体验，所以我们对 PC 端的包体也再次进行了一波优化。2.3 版本的游戏包体将会进一步缩小，并且官方
Oh,
启动
that's
器
quite
也将提供
nice.
进一步
Okay,
的增量
making
下
the
载。
downloads
当然，关于移动端的下载
smaller.
我们也会进一步优化。至于具体
But
的
they're
优
really
化
trying to
情况，
catch up with
漂泊者
mobile.
可以留意我们后续的官方公告。
But that's really nice for PC.
一气呵成。
明朝的光线追踪也会迎来
I
进一
still
步优
can't
化。
enjoy the ray
将大幅
tracing,
扩大支
unfortunately.
持开启光追设置的显卡范围，还将开放部分 AMD 显卡以及英特尔显卡
Ooh,
的光追
AMD
支
though.
持。
I was thinking of
同时，
upgrading to
针
with
对
an
120
AMD.
帧设置，我们也扩大了支持的显卡配置范围。基于这2项优化，漂泊者们将可以在配置要求更低的情况下，体验到更好、更流畅的游戏画面。
Why does my
具体的
character
调
keep
整详
drifting
情，
over to
还请
the
关注后续的官方
side
公
like
告
that?
哟。
我感觉确实挺猛的这一波，但我怎么
What
感
else you
觉
got
你
for me?
还能掏啊？
哎呀，这个嘛，倒也不能算优化，但是漂泊者听了应该也会开心的，所以就在这里向大家一并公告啦。
Solon seems pretty proud about what they've been
我们为
doing.
漂泊者准备了一份周年庆赠礼，
Oh.
在5月23日，也就是明朝曾经正式
Okay,
封册的日子，
any gift?
漂泊者们上线即可在盛
Temple?
会赠礼活动页面直接领取10个
Okay.
福金波纹。以及周年专属纪念头像
New
理想
avatar?
一瞬
Okay.
这个好，这个
Cute.
真的好。漂泊者们记得在
I mean,
5
I'll
月
take the temple.
23日当天
That's very
上
nice of
线
them.
领取1周年生日礼物哦。
各位漂泊者，记得到时候上线领取哦。另外有一件想提醒漂泊者们的事情，明朝在公测的时候，我们曾经为漂泊者们发放了全球预约及社媒里程碑的奖励邮件，以及一份新手换取自选答谢礼邮件，也就是可以直接领取自选常驻新共鸣者的道具。朝生答谢
Is this like a
券，
free 5 pool?
这2份邮件都将在今年5月22日
Free 5
11
star
时59分过期。
convene?
如果漂泊者已经注册登录过明朝，但还没领取这2份邮件，请一定
Mail
要记得在过期前上线解锁邮箱功能，并领取奖励哦。
If
当
I
然，
understood that
在这
correctly.
之后加入明朝的漂泊者们也不用担心，我们在2.4 版本也为新人漂泊者们准备了新的活动。届时，漂泊者们完成相关新手活动任务，也可以获得自选常驻新共鸣者等福利哦。
Okay, so even at
等一下，等一
2.4.
下。那如果有的漂泊者在5月22日11时59分之后，但是是在2.4版本开服前新注册的，那怎么办呢？
这方面我们也考虑到啦。在这期间，新注册的漂泊者，我们也将通过邮件的方式为他们送上全球预约及社媒里程碑的奖励，以及新手换取自选答谢礼1份。
这才
For
全面啦。
beginners.
另外再小小补充一下，2.3 版本更新维护后，游戏内商城宁客悦向商店将进
Hey,
行
top
首
up
充双倍
bonus
重置。
reset. Maybe I could get those $100 after all.
届时漂泊者可以重新享受商店所有充值单位的首充双倍，还请漂泊者注意重置时间。最后，在
really
2.3
want
版本，我
Chacona
们
and
还将上线
Zani
黑金密室周年积分兑换活动，漂泊者
Points
完成各
exchange
项换取任务以及活跃任务，就可获得黑金统筹。
Oh, wow,
用于
they're
在
bringing
密
back
室
the
中
limited
兑换
stuff
福金波
from
纹、
events.
全新道具调频仪和
I
其
just
他
want the
养成道具
modifier
哦。
though. Give me that
此外
modifier.，
之前通过版本限时活动获取的一些稀有奖励，也将在密室中开放兑换，比如投影星之矛、投影大矮的馈赠、意象
Limited
无望者、
item
意象
rewards
缭照之旗、意象
in
罗雷尔。
Gilded Night
最后还有
Market.
一个好消息，要再和大家分享一下。很高兴的和大家公布，4月29日 也就是2.3版本开启的时刻，明朝 Steam 版本就要正式上线啦。
西策划，那接下来呢？能不能不要停下来？
So Steam
那么
release
就简单多给漂泊者们介绍一些内容吧。
April 29th.
未来我们还会针对任务追踪体验进行优化，比如针对部分漂泊者反馈的正在进行追踪的任务，需要先点击取消追踪任务，再重新点击追踪，
Okay.
很麻烦。
Quality of
我
life.
们也在推进优化当中了。
Fixing the tracking
明朝游戏内
button.
置攻略站系统也正在开发中，希望后续
Oh,
能让漂泊者
they're
们
doing
查
it.
询攻略更方便、更快捷。
Yes. In-game wiki. It's real. I complained about it for like 2 surveys. They're listening to me.
好好好，优化体验一定要
So they're aware.
我们的游戏才会
Aware?
越来越好。这一年
Nice.
时间里，
Oh, that's the most excited I've been yet. I can't believe they're putting in the wiki.
漂泊者都一直支持着我们，为我们提建议。明朝的世界也因此有了很大的变化。
I'm telling you, the wiki would make a world of a difference for new players coming in when they have to play through 1.x.
不断变好，就像我们周年庆的口号。
Especially those who really like the lore stuff, it'll help a lot.
明朝
I keep breaking my character.
是的，真的非常
My character
非常
keeps
感谢
breaking.
漂泊者们的支持，以后也请多多继续支持我们呀。所有的这些呢，就是我要为漂泊者带来的情报了。
Wow, that was a lot of stuff though.
结束了。
对啊，宋伦哥真的没有了。
He's like,
看我的眼睛，
I don't have
不
anything
可以，
else.
绝对不可以在这里结束。哎，果然有东西。
这个
拿过来
真的可以。
夏日服饰。
Summer outfits.
哎，好吧，那我就全盘托出吧。
Like that's the last
在
one
未
they
来的
left.
2.4版本，我们将会上线2位共鸣者的全新服
2.4.
饰。
Okay,
他
2
们分别
resonators
是
is what we asked
我
for.
们另影舱室长离的全新服饰
Uh-oh.
以及莫塔里家族2小姐
Oh,
克莱卡
Carlotta
的全新
too.
服饰。这2套服饰
Give me
都将
Changli.
在
Give me
2.4 版
Changli.
本与大家
I'll pay
见
for
面
it.
这次是2套充满夏日气息的服饰。
I wonder if it's like,
这么漂亮的新衣
please,
服
please, please.
我看了也
Well,
是非
I
常的
guess it'll be
心动呀。
2.4's
希望漂
live
泊者们
stream.
喜欢。另外，在
But I
后
hope
续的周年
it's
庆活动
similar
中，
to
我们也会为
Jinchi's
漂
where
泊
it
者们
changes
送上一
the
份
the
服饰通
moveset
用礼
too.
券，在购买服饰时可以
Outfit
使用它
voucher
抵扣300月下，而且它可以和首发折扣叠加使用哦。最后按照惯例，也为漂泊者们送上一份前瞻兑换
He's so
码。
excited about the
感谢
summer
漂泊者们的
outfits.
收看，大家记得在限定时间内去兑换哟。
With you. Oops. Birthday blessing. Nice. I like the little crown. I like how they're doing a whole review of everything you can get. And I think they're really, really hoping a lot more people come back to the game with all these upgrades to the returning event. That's awesome. Because a lot of people have been asking to remove the cooldown. Summer outfits. I would like to get Changli and Carlotta, but Carlotta, I don't even have her, so I'll take Changli. Groovy. All right. There's like so many different types of genres they're covering here. Nice.
感觉游戏内容应该已经介绍的七七八八了，但总觉得有什么重要的信息还没介绍呢？哦，老 Q， 我就知道你会来了。
各位漂泊者们，大家好，松伦哥好，初次见面，我是 Q 策划。明朝马上就要1周年了，我们准备的各类线上线下活动内容可以说是非常丰富啦，要介绍的太多了。除了前面说的种种游戏玩法、活动优化福利以外，我们还为明朝1周年朝生庆典准备了其他惊喜哦。
哦，那还不赶紧给大家端上来？
好，首先从下周开始，我们将开始发布开发者周年回顾视频。我们期待将这1年研发团队的心声带给大家。所以啊，我们希望大家能够从开发组的视角了解明朝。我们会分享开发组是如何回顾评价这1年的，并且
I'm actually curious about that because they've had a very tumultuous startup. Oh no. Oh, okay. Now you guys are being honest.
非常值得观看，大家千万不要错过。
Solan's like, you know what? Yeah, let's release it. We'll let them know what we had to go through just to get to this point.
索拉里斯的各处美景。
That's funny.
大家是否有拍照记录下来呢
Yeah. Wait.
索拉里斯最强摄影师活动朝生摄影
Me
也将在2.3版本
Me
开始招募了。
I've been taking pictures.
和创作的漂泊者们，千万不要错过哦！
千万不要错过哦！
这个活动啊，很特
That's
殊
like legitimately in my pillow fort right now.
有机会登载明朝游戏内过场的加载界面哦。
Oh, that's cool.
确实
Photo event.
也就是说
Photo event contest
加载界面看到各位索拉里斯摄影师的大作。
没错，说得很对。
那就期待漂泊者们的创作啦。
But then I need buddies to
官方周
pose with
边
me.
也将迎来上新啦。首先向大家介绍的是坎特雷拉。
Oh,
骷髅游戏周边即将上新，明朝
cute. I don't really get figures, but that's cute. Cantarella cheapy figure. They couldn't do a full-blown one because that one would have been too gooner.
另外啊，既然我们的周年庆活动中有这么多可爱的
They were like, we already had issues by changing her model in the game.
没有团
Let's just go with a chibi model.
请看明朝共鸣者主题团子。 叠
Stack
叠
and
乐，
play?
叠叠乐确实还挺应景，非常好的团子周边，是不是可以叠在一起呢？
哎，没错
Wait, they're so
就
cute.
像我们游戏内的小
Give me
团块
Brant,
活动一样
please.
团子们是
And
可以
Changli
叠在一起的
and
哦。
Rocha
哎，松伦哥
and Phoebe.
刚才说了这么多，其实我有一个问题想替漂泊者问问你啊。
Oh, I said cute.
你
That's
说
supposed to be
除了
cute.
品牌联动活动之外，明朝有考虑跟其
Ooh,
他
IP
做活动
collabs? Okay, here we go.
哦，这个嘛，哎，确实有点遗憾。我们现阶段确实没有任何消息可以跟大家分享。我也明白，大家其实有一些
IP
期待
collabs coming.
如果有合适的机会，我们是会尝试。
哎，等，哪来的音乐啊？
He's like,
你
hold
听到了吗？
up, Solon, you just.
有音乐吗？我没听到啊。先别说话，我们仔细听听。哎，确实有啊，而且不知道为什么，这旋律听起来有点熟悉啊。哎，谁把灯关了呀？
灯怎么关了？哎，
Who?
这入侵一样的效果又是什么东西啊？哎，有没有人来管一下？导演。
What? With cyberpunk?
希望大家
OK
喜欢我们的小惊喜。那么在这里
Edge Runners
非常高兴的跟大家宣布，明朝
OK
即将联动赛博
Cool
朋克边缘行者，在2026年
2026
夜之城的角色再度见面。
I
敬
spelled
请
that wrong.
期待。
好了，
那么以上就是
Gosh, that was a lot of their team that they featured today.
情报内容了。
终于到尾
It
声
just
了
goes to show how much they've
咱们应该
expanded.
没有藏着掖着的惊喜了吧？我还要急着回去赶版本呢。
反正我是没有了，你有吗，西策划？
唉，一滴都没有啦，我是真的没有啦。
我也没有啦。那么各位漂泊者，感谢收看今天的特别。
谁说没有了？我就有一个。我还有一个惊喜要跟大家分享。在
Okay,
阿
so
维
long.
柳宁神学院的冒险后，卡提西亚的故事还没有结束。2.4版本我们将开启黎纳西塔
Okay,
全
2.4
新
new
的
map.
地块，更加精彩的冒险，更加跌宕起伏的故事，都将在这个夏天等待着漂泊
Summer's
者
gonna
们
be。packed. Oh boy.
不愧是你啊，这都能藏到最后。哎呀，那么现在是真的进入到尾声了。这一年能够和漂泊者们一起度过，我真的非常非常开心。
是啊，转眼间，明朝已经在各位漂泊者们的陪伴下，度过了一段很长、很珍贵的时光。真的非常感谢各位漂泊者们的支持，我们也会再接再厉，争取做到更好。
是的，奔流因你不息，我们会记住这1周年的一切，并且带着这份记忆，继续与漂泊者并肩前行。
也是为了纪念这1周年，我们在这里还有一个礼物要送给大家。我们有幸邀请到了皇家苏格兰国家交响乐团，他们将用明朝的音乐带领大家回顾这1周年的历程，回顾属于
Again, I still feel like they took the critique that the music wasn't good enough to heart.
陪伴彼此度过这个值得纪念的时刻。
They were like, let us show you real music now. Now that we have money.
下去庆团圆将于4月29日正式
When is that?
开启。
That's like 10 days from now,
明朝
no?
的1周年朝生庆典即将到来。希望大家能在明朝1周年朝生庆
That
典
is my
中
last day of
玩得
work
开
when
心
it goes
我们
live.
一定不见不散哦。那么最后，全球的漂泊者们
We're playing it on the
1周年
30th.
快乐快乐
Happy anniversary!
一定要来哦！一定要来哦！一定要来哦！
Oh, cute. Okay, let's give this a listen. I'm curious what they picked. Oh, Saving Light first. Their first song. Piano concert. Oh my god, this is like actually my favorite overworld song. I can listen to this forever. Eve of Celebration. I think this is also part of 1.1. Oh, never mind. 1.2. When it was doing the Moon Festival. Which they need to bring back as like a permanent thing to do. similar to how they did the White Cat one in 1.4. They had to bring back 1.2 for the people who missed it. The best song, the most iconic. This is definitely has to be the most iconic wuwa song. My baby have a skin, I'm gonna go bankrupt. Which one, Carlotta? Changli is getting a skin, so I'm ruined. I'm getting Changli's skin, there's no way. I just want to see what changes on her new outfit. How did you like the live stream, Besso? Carlotta ruined my bank account. Great. Yeah, there was a lot of good announcements in that one. I'm just kind of laughing at what excited me the most. We'll review it here in a second. But I'm still laughing about what I was most excited about from this live stream. Especially the collab. I don't know much about Cyberpunk, but it suits them. It's definitely suitable. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is the opening music song that they replaced later on, but still, it's good. A lot of great new stuff, especially the collab. Honestly, I was expecting, like, PGR, but I guess they're holding off on PGR. I wouldn't be surprised if they're holding off because it's actually related to the story. Okay, you know what? From this orchestra, now I'm realizing I like how they highlight a different instrument with each of their soundtracks. We went from the violin to the cello to the oboe to the flute and then of course the piano. But that's nice. Lots of variety. Oh, I want a pull for my daughters. My granddaughters. The 10 banner rerun at the same time is just insane too. I know! Like, I saw that banner, or what is it, Zani, and then Phoebe in the same banner. I'm like, I'm gonna die. And then I saw a rerun of Rocha, and I'm like, I'm going to die. My Wallace is going to die. Either I get super lucky, or I just skip. Oh, man. Like, the first anniversary banner would be a skip for me if... Because I already have majority of the people on that one except Phoebe. And Zani works best with Phoebe, and I want Zani too. We have every single characters in a single patch. It's rough. They do. But they also gave us a ton of pulls. Ooh. Are you gonna sing? Is she gonna sing? She's gonna sing. The song was so pretty. I don't know what it is with orchestra performances, but they always make me emotional. Probably because it's just so beautiful in my soul. Besso just crying. Ooh, this is a good song. Like when I actually started paying attention to the lyrics for this song, it's so good. The song is really beautiful. It is. But this one's probably my favorite here. Dun, 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 dun. Wow! They did so good. Congrats on the first anniversary. That was so smooth, Kuro. What is this? It's gonna be my birthday soon. You're right. Thank you. Oh, I just want to roll around as them. Okay, I was like, where's my boy Brant? There he is. They're cute! I like how they're bringing Calcharo in this, though. They're just like, hey, we neglected this guy for far too long. He needs, like, some feature. And cute. The turtle, right? I love the tub pup too. Can I put the cubes in the tub pup? You're all so happy. Okay, now I'm excited for my birthday. Imagine. Cute! Cute! I'm working that day. That's okay. We'll play it on the 30th. We'll play it on the 30th, my day. Enjoy the anniversary. But wowee. That was a really good stream. That was a whole hour and 20 minutes. That was beefy. Good on you. Wuthering Waves, you deserve it. After the whole entire year of hardships, you deserve it. Okay, time to work overtime till 2.4 for the skin. I'm gonna die. Thoughts? Good. So let's review. I actually have a little my notes right here. You guys can see that? Maybe? Look at that! It's so big. I still have to continue. Alright, here's almost everything. Everything that they talked about from this stream, okay? So let's talk about it for a bit. Because I do have thoughts. We kind of expected majority of this part, right? But then starting from here on, it was just non-stop, like, rapid fire, new thing. And I'm like, interesting. So let me start out with what I wanted. Wishful thinking, Chacona free. I knew that was not going to happen, but you have to ask, you know? Quality of life, wishful thinking, trashing zero investment echoes, like 5 of them to get experience tube. Didn't expect that either. Toggable clothing, we'll talk about that because I think they kind of gave that to me-ish. Interactable characters, potentially, yes. With the first anniversary, we'll see. And the new outfit for Rover, kind of. Not really. They just gave me a crown, which I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a good step in the right direction. People be crying over free character, but there's so many things. Honestly, with how many things they're giving us, it's okay. I don't mind. I didn't expect anybody to be free. That was just genuinely, that would genuinely surprise me. But I mean, you're already getting like a free, especially if you're what? Like, how do I want to word this? Like, if you're continuously playing, doing all the events, you are absolutely going to have enough pools to be able to get at least one of the characters that you want, right? The patch is not gonna lie, gonna give us about 70 plus pulls. Yeah. And then on top of what you've already saved beforehand, right? So it's super, super generous. It's already very, very generous about what they're giving us here. All right. Let's review. Ready? So Zani Resonator Showcase, we already kind of knew that she was coming along. She looks awesome though. I really like her moveset. I don't know who I want to pull. I'm torn between Zani and Chakona. At first I was like, I'm going to pull Zani. And then I ended up liking Cantarella's story. So I pulled a Cantarella and now I'm like, do I even have enough? Like, I don't think I have enough for both of them. On top of the anniversary convenes, the phase 1 and phase 2, whereas phase 1 has like 5 of them. And then I'd have to review or watch somebody do a review, like talk about it again. But is it where the anniversary convenes, you can pick your target ones? It was kind of like the initial like beginners 5 free resonator, right? 5-star free resonator. You can pick who you want and that's going to be your target. That's what I assume that the anniversary convene phase 1 and phase 2 is going to be like, and you can change. But it's also like you can also pull their weapons too. Like, thank God I already have majority of the weapons that I wanted anyway. But oh boy, there is no save. I'm Drive for Sure. Oh, that's right. Didn't you pull for Sure Keeper the other day? At this game, why is it so good? It's so good. It's so good. All right. But Zani, like, just the impressions of her appearing, right? It looks great. It looks great. Okay, Zani Showcase gave Cyberpunk Underground vibes, and when they revealed the collab, I was ecstatic. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to point out is it was interesting seeing like a new area entirely introduced in Zani's character showcase. Like, yeah, whenever they show like a new area, in let's just say Yinlin, right? When you go underground and you try to find the mask dude, I already forgot her story, but I mean, technically that is a new area, but the designs are kind of roughly the same, but that looks like it's in Renacida somewhere. So I'm not sure why that threw me off, because technically all the other character showcases had something like that, right? Where you enter a completely new area specific to the character quest, but for hers, that feels like something that is in the overworld. That's not just a Sonorosphere, I don't think. It could be a Sonorosphere. But for me, that just genuinely feels like a place you can visit. Never thought of this collab? And they also keep expanding the map? Yeah, so I have, I didn't put that in here. Oh, yes, I did. I don't really have any attachment to Cyberpunk, but it's an appropriate game. I think that is a solid game for it to collaborate with, because it has similar vibes. And it's interesting that they're saying 2026, because that's what I imagine. They're probably lining it up for when they introduce New Federation. Whenever we get to visit New Federation, that will probably be the time that the collab for Cyberpunk Edgerunners is happening. They're going to line it up. I have a feeling they're going to line that up. Love its contrast from vibrant Renacida filled with light. Yes, with the new area that Zani has, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it shows Renacida in a different viewpoint, right? The underbelly of Renacida that we don't typically get to see. Chakona doesn't have a character story. Hers is actually embedded into the patch for 2.3. So that's interesting. In the case that we get to explore her story through the patch, it just makes me wonder how much of that. I'm trying to like compare it to maybe who was another character that was really heavily embedded into the patch. I guess like technically 1.2 with Shang Liao. Shang Liao looks like a character that should have a character quest, but he ended up just being a part of the patch's story. Similar for Chakona. Cyberpunk also had a poor start. True. They probably kind of had like some camaraderie. They empathize with one another with their rough start. And what was interesting to me, something that I guess people didn't really think about, but with the introduction of Zani and Chakona in their showcases here, for their Resonator showcases at the start. I don't know why this stood out to me, probably because I like food. But food in wuwa feels like, I mean, there is benefits to it. People can be using it often. I feel like the food that people eat the most is like increased drop rates for echoes or items when you defeat enemies. But I feel like eating food to increase your attack, crit damage, what have you, those things people kind of avoid just because they want to see how strong base-wise their characters are after they build them. So what stood out to me is that there was food featured with both Zani and Jacona, which they hadn't done that before. They hadn't done that before, where they introduced only for hologram, though. Like, honestly, I didn't eat any food with holograms. I didn't even think about that. I just went straight for the hologram. I may have to do that for Inferno Rider, because Inferno Rider, right when I got to him, I was like, oh my god, this sucks so bad. I am having a horrible time. If you eat food, you can fight them way easier. Well, I was an idiot, and nobody stopped me. But I started soloing all of the holograms with Brant, and then I got to Inferno Rider and went, oh god, I have a resistance. I was able to get it down to like 75, 80%, and then he just nukes me off the planet. You can have potion for damage resistance too. Yeah. But I was just trying to solo everything with Brant because he's so forgiving to play. I may actually need like a team. Like with the statistics that they showed halfway through, that kind of got a chuckle out of me. I'm like, huh. So they do keep track of all those random things. I was curious. But for sure, yeah, food being highlighted. Like, yeah, they showed off like their food that they are most proficient in making. But then they also just gave like a descriptor, right, of what they could potentially do. Like a descriptor, not descriptor, but it's like not what they potentially do, but a descriptor of, you know, the relationship of the food with the character. And I like that because it gives like some sort of insight about what type of character that person is, the personality, or what that food means to them. But I think for majority of players that are currently playing, they probably want to know, what does that food do in the overworld? What does that mean for me if I were to eat that food? So it's interesting that they highlighted that. I feel that they're trying to make food more viable, or something that people would remember to use. And by introducing it with these characters, his latest characters, I don't know why it stood out to me, but it just did. Inferno Rider dungeon solo blindfolded using a potato device incoming? No. No. So I have a friend who started playing wuwa again, maybe starting 2 weeks ago. And I sent him one video of dungeon solos, except it was it was like the super extreme ones, right? It's like bucket blindfolded, using a Dance Dance Revolution pad with a taiko drum, and what else? On a potato PC, etc., etc. And he watched it and tells me, oh, this is what you meant about the dungeon solo players. And I said, yes, they scare me. They genuinely scare me. I'll just be impressed if I could dungeon solo regularly. But for them, they're living on a different planet. And I like that wuwa technically, like with the way that they reviewed those statistics, they're paying attention. They know that that these dungeon solo players are out there, and they know they're crazy. I feel like I need some music in the background. Let's listen to some wuwa, Wuthering Waves. I guess we'll just play one of these. Fishing is dead? My wonder is if the way that they could keep fishing alive is if they reset the shop. The shop where you can buy things from fishing. That's the only reason why people would still continue playing, unless they just wanted to 100% getting all the fishes. Infinite being a coma medically vegetated in a hospice and still show how he use dungeon. Yes. They know about the IRL camellias. What was after that? So we have the redemption codes, which we should put in. First anniversary. What's cute? I think it's cute that for the anniversary patch event, Encore is the one who is telling the story, I guess, or is hosting it. Like, it was interesting with the initial trailer, right? Encore was the one that was talking, but she sounded so much more like, what's her face from Reverse 1999? Apple Girl. Regulus. That was Regulus. I could only hear Regulus, and I did not hear Encore at all. So, to see that Encore is the one who's actually hosting it was really cute. I'm like, that's my daughter. But I wish it had all the other girlies too. Like, let all the little kids host it. Have Verena, Rocha, and I guess Yoo-hoo, even though we barely know Yoo-hoo. Have them be the cutie kids dealing with all the cubes. That the most interesting part to me is how Calcharo is a featured character in the cubes, despite him being so unrelated to anything that's happening right now. Like, it's a choice. It's definitely a choice for them to feature Calcharo from the 1.0 patch. I would expect maybe like Yang Yang or Sanhua to kind of like smuggle themselves in there, especially like Sanhua being associated with Jinshi. But no, we get Calcharo, who I feel they put him in there as like an apology. An apology for being like, hey dude, we know that you're being slept on, so we'll put you back in. Feel like an Easter egg, not gonna lie. He feels so out of the game. It's like, yeah. He's just like unrelated to anything that's going on. So it's a choice for him to become a cube. How do you guys feel about all the cube events? Because initially when that first trailer dropped, it was like 50-50. People were like, oh, this looks really cute. I'm curious what they have in store. And then the other half was like, this looks lame. I will never touch this. I don't think I will ever play anything that has anything like this. This looks kind of dumb. And I had to laugh because I know a lot of the players for wuwa. I say a lot, but it's probably because they're the most vocal, right? They like the combat events. They like the sweaty stuff. They like endgame things. And I had to laugh that they made the cubes, like one of the cube events, the combat event of the patch. So, like the people who are like, I ain't touching that, that's super lame. And it turns out it probably has the most creative combat event that they're featuring in the next one. Like they talked about how you can combine the tokens with the cubes. The cubes have their own moveset that is inspired by the cube that you're using. But when you equip a token on them, it changes what their moveset can potentially do. So the example that they gave was Camellia with her spin to win, except you equip a Jinshi token and now she's just a spin to win lightsaber. So I'm curious. I'm genuinely really curious about that event because that seems like a lot of creativity ahead. And I'm sure that they created that event without thinking about what breaks the game. I think they're completely okay with the cubes breaking the game. So I expect it to be a lot of fun. Bro is just a cool ass dude who isn't real but exists because of sheer aura. He's gonna have his spotlight at one point, okay? It's gonna happen. We just have to wait for New Federation, and he's gonna show up, and even better, I hope they upgrade him. I don't even know how they'll explain that, actually. Because I'm like, wait a minute, that means they'll have to like actually change his character design if they do that? I don't know. Calculator is gonna have his time to shine. At one point. At some point he will. We just have to be patient. He's calcium. He's in your bones. Oh. Verena provides child labor is not viable, but the most abused. Right? Okay, when they showed how Verena has just carried with all of her HP healing over time, I'm like, nah, Verena's never retiring. Shorekeeper did nothing to help with the child labor. Imagine he has a second form and it's a 5-star limit. Okay, you see, that's what I'm thinking. That the next thing they could potentially do, if they do not want, I don't know, because I'll add a different layer. It's like an awakening form, right? I imagine an awakened form for 4-star characters. 4-star characters would be the ones who would have something like an awakened form to be somewhat, not competitive, but I guess like, yeah, I guess competitive to 5 stars. But, I mean, he's already an established character with a kit, with a moveset that's already, that people are already aware of. So, I don't know. Calcharo, if anything, he could be the introduction of potentially like an alternative version of a resonator taking on a different form. That could be a thing with him. Wish Cinnamon was 4-star. Yeah, I need more 4-stars too. I want new 4-star. Yeah, they said, well, rumors are that 4-star will come, but they definitely need more 4-stars. And like, especially during the patches where they have like that one 5-star character, if that's all they could make, or that's all they prepared for that patch, a 4-star character would not hurt with those type of banners. Like, for example, the Camellia banner. You have, not Camellia, sorry. Or yeah, maybe even Camellia. Or I meant to say Cantarella. But Cantarella's banner, where she was the only one that was new, then you have Camellia, you have Shorekeeper. But then during Shorekeeper's banner, or even on Cantarella's banner, honestly, on Cantarella's banner, they should have introduced the new 4-star. Cinnamon is just actually good alto. Listen, alto needs an awakening or something. What they should have done, if they consider it retroactively, if alto can get the arrow erosion, like the debuff to apply arrow erosion on his shots, that would make his character far more viable as patches go on. Like, if they can retroactively change his kit to add that in, similarly to how Spectro Rover got Spectro Frazzle, that would help his kit. That would also help Junshin too, I believe. Because she, not to say that she's bad, but her kit could be improved by that as well. But especially Alto. Especially Alto. What else was new? Let's see. So, along with that combat event, it's also a co-op. There's also co-op in the Cube combat event. Similar, I'm assuming it's going to be similar to the current combat event. Which, by the way, how do you guys like the co-op event that's going on right now? My friend and I played the first against Lorelei. He didn't think he could do it because his characters are only up to 60. And I was like, nah, let's just do it anyway. Surely we'll get carried by some rando. But then we all got one shot when we were doing the hard mode against Lorelei. And he's going, what in the world is this? And I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty rough. And it's fun though. It's so fun. Who are you pulling? Junshin is an example of mediocre, average, everything worse Brant. Oh, it's perfectly balanced between hard and easy. You're right. I really like it. I like the new co-op event. Too bad I'm working for the next 3 days. But next week I plan to tackle all of them, and hopefully my friends could join me to play it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for when all the things unlock, hopefully by next week, and then I will try to tackle it on next stream on Wednesday. On wuwa Wednesday, right? What else? I like that they're introducing skins for the wing glider, or the flying wings. There is a lot of potential there, because if they are introducing new skins for the wing glider, that is even more of a chance, more of a reassurance that flight will be a feature moving forward. That's something that they plan to continue be implemented, not just be a gimmick to Renacita. So that's one point of reassurance that they're going to continue investing into the flight of this game. I'm in for Zani and Yinlin Sig. Okay. I am leaning more for Chacona. I don't think I need anybody's Sig. I'm okay with the current roster of weapons that I have currently. Like, if I really, really wanted to make my Jinshi, like build my Jinshi properly, then I would pull for Jian's Sig. But I don't think I need it right now. I don't think I need it right now. Oh, the other thing with Chacona's story is that Carlotta is back, and that is a very, very good sign to me that the Kuro devs are trying to keep the featured characters relevant. They're trying to have them return into the story, let them have more chances of spending time with the player, so that way the player gets to know them over time. So I think that's good that they're reintroducing Carlotta back. We do need to see more of that. They absolutely should diversify their income sources. True. In theory, we can have every character plus weapon if we're lucky enough. Copium! Just start putting the clown makeup on while you're ahead. Alright, manifesting it here now. Everybody get your Zani in the first 10 pull, and everybody get your Chacona in the first 10 pull. The weapon banners, my luck has been abysmal with them. Absolutely abysmal. Yinlin Sig is Shori level good, and it's okay. Yeah, Yinlin's signature, I pulled that when I pulled for Yinlin, just because it is probably the most universally useful of the weapons you can get currently. Let them have more income from figurines and IRL merch alongside the skin. You know they're going to get big money for the skins, especially between Changli and Carlotta. Oh boy. Oh boy. Photo event that they're featuring with the new patch makes sense. I'm just curious what that entails. Is it like photos of the other characters? Or I think it is, actually, because I had to laugh that the scene that they were using with the cubes was the one where Shorekeeper is dying or fading away, and then Rover is like, oh no, you're dying, and his face, the cube face, looks so cute. Like completely shocked. So I'm looking forward to how they almost like parody. If the photo event's all about parodies of what has happened throughout the year, that would be a nice touch. Then, oh, what do you guys think of Elusive Realm coming back as a permanent feature? Although, okay, what they showed off with the Elusive Realm looks a little different from what I remember playing. There's like a board game. Do you guys recall that there was like, it's like a board game, kind of like roguelike, but it's apparently Elusive Realm. It's called Charo Realm. Oh no. Yeah, like they said that's an Elusive Realm, and I got excited. But then what they showed me looks very different from what I remember. So I don't remember the board game part. And I am curious what that entails. Can't wait to send my photo from a potato mobile at 12 FPS. Oh no. Just send it anyway. I do like that they realize that we are enjoying. Like for me, one of my favorite things to do now is do photo shoots with the characters I like in different areas. That's actually kind of my way of letting them know I want more males, because I've just been taking a bunch, aside from Cancerella, just because she's beautiful and she matches with every background ever. But my goal is to create so many pictures of the men in wuwa, just spam that around enough to trick people into thinking there's a lot more men in this game. And then Kuro cannot deny the fact that they need more men in this game, because that's all I take pictures of. But yes, more game modes are welcome for sure. Like I have a feeling Virtual Crisis, the current Virtual Crisis is just kind of them testing the waters, trying to see what kinks they need to iron out, and that's going to be a permanent game mode. It is going to be a permanent game mode. There's like no way, because so many people actually do enjoy it. But the Elusive Realm coming back, I just would like to see more details about how that plays, because it is the roguelike and it does change up how the characters play. My question though is like, what else did they add in there? Because that looks different. New holograms, Fleur-de-Lis and Lorelei, who I will not touch anytime soon. Maybe Lorelei? I would like to give Lorelei a chance. We get a new Phantom for the Crybaby Fairy. I don't know what they're called, but they're my favorite because I like making them cry. I beat them up and they're like, ugh, and it starts raining, and then I feel bad. But I don't need to kill them. They could just offer themselves to me or just disappear. Either way, they're very cute, and I'm a little bit happy to see that we get their Phantom form now. Thank God it's not a fan vote, because we could have seen some diabolical stuff. Yeah. New Hollows, just new ways to get my ass whooped. Yeah. It's cool. Oh, alright. This is a big one. This is a big one. How do you guys feel about the modifier for echoes? The echo modifier. That was huge. Initially, when they showed it off earlier on the stream, and they're like, you can get item modifiers, and I'm like, what's that? And it was only until the quality of life guy came up that they started talking about it, and I went, oh, this is actually huge. Finally, all those defense stats that I've been getting will find use. Because I don't play Yuan Wu or any character who uses defense. So now we actually have a use for it, right? I mean, that's good. That helps. That helps with the grind. Maybe it doesn't fix the whole entire issue with people running out of EXP or tuners. What I would like, if they are willing to introduce item modifiers, then I don't think it's far-fetched for them to consider higher investment tuners to tune to the stat that you want, to the sub-stat that you want. I have played another game that kind of had something like that, to where you couldn't change the main stats, but you could change the sub-stats. You could upgrade it, but then you could also change it to what you want. It would just require more money and more of those like items that tune the weapon or whatever. So I wouldn't say it's too far-fetched for them to consider that. Okay, nice feature. Not so game-changing, but still useful, right? Echoes needed a more quality of life update, but it's at the worst place possible. It's mostly focused on 3 costs. The 4 costs have the 0 boss cooldown. Yeah. The 0 boss cooldown, or 0 cooldown, huge change. Well, not huge, but I know it was that was in high demand. Very, very high demand for that. So the 0 cooldown was expected, but I'm glad that now it's actually coming. You can farm 4 costs unlimitedly. The 3 and 1 cost is where so much grow you need to farm. Right. Also just 1 main stat, correct. So it's the top stat. So for example, now we could address the issue of getting, let's just say like a Glacio set, except for whatever reason the top one is like for arrow damage. You're gonna trash that immediately because why would you do that? Why would you level something on a Glacio set with arrow damage? So that'll be very useful for 3 stars. 3 stars and one star cost. Alongside of that item modifier, we also get free 300 astrites just for fun. And then Lolo Logistics, which also gives a lot too. Lolo Logistics, like the one that's a board, doesn't that roughly give like 400 like astrites? So that's quite a lot too. Then they went over the year statistics, which was kind of funny. I like that they pointed out how many people climbed up to sit on top of the tallest hill. Because for like the longest time, ever since the game first started, I was like, why is there a chair all the way up here? What is the point of it? Are they keeping track of it? Yes, apparently they are. Now it's been established that they do keep track of all the weird... They're just like, throw it in there, see if they do it. And then we do, because we come across it. So I like that. I like that they throw in random junk in there, just out of curiosity to see if anybody interacts with it. And they keep track of that. Chair with an aura? Yeah, but that's good. I like that. I like these random things that, you know, initially doesn't really seem to do anything aside from just make you feel or question what's going on. It's for the storm that's approaching. Also, that fleur-de-lis echo, if it had a bad roll, can be of use. Right. HP percent on my crown list? No more? Yes, thank God. That's how it was with Dreamless. God, I kept getting like HP on Dreamless, and I wanted to choke Rover. Next redemption code is ever flowing. Echo data modify, which we already just talked about. I like that there's multiple ways of getting them though. Events, you can get them through events, you can get them in the item exchange and the Pioneer podcast, which probably now makes the Pioneer podcast way more enticing, more of an initiative to get the Pioneer podcast than before. Again, more ways of Kuro getting money, and that is definitely the place to put it, because now that data, what is it? Echo data modifier item will be coveted. That is something that people will actively try to get as much as possible. So good on them. Good on them to put that in the Pioneer podcast. I think that's a smart move on them. But I also like that there are other methods to be collecting that too. If anything though, yeah, the Pioneer podcast did need an update for a while, because even me, I didn't really, after like maybe like twice investing into it, I didn't really see much of a reason for me to continue. No cooldown. Happy birthday message plus the birthday crown. All right, remember how I said I wanted more toggable stuff for Rover? The birthday crown, pretty cute. I will wear that the entirety of May because that's when my birthday is. We're actually going to celebrate. When is May 4th? I think it's on a Tuesday, right? It's on a Sunday. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just play it on a Sunday then. We're gonna, well, I don't know if I want to play on my actual birthday. We'll see. On a day near the 4th, I'll celebrate my birthday on stream with wuwa. Just check out all the birthday stuff. It's like perfect timing for it to come out when it will, because my birthday is literally on the way. So I am curious about all the birthday stuff. I'll wear the crown the entirety of May, just because that's my birthday month. Check out the birthday song. I think it's like also you can pick one character to tell you happy birthday or whatever. even though they do have like happy birthday messages, they have happy birthday messages you can look at, but I'm curious. I'm curious what will happen when that pops up. Maybe they know weird angles people view their Chara. Maybe they know how much I want to squish Phoebe. Can't wait to defeat some god with a princess crown or a rover. Truly god killer? Yeah. I know, it's so cute. It's so cute. That was very kind of them to also have like a ticket to where if your birthday already passed, you can just toggle it on at any time. So very kind of them to feature that too. So that way nobody feels left out. Updated return rewards, which probably doesn't apply to any of us because we're still playing the game, but that's good. I feel with this anniversary patch, they know a lot of people will be returning because they've only heard good things from 2.0, similar to my friend. So more of an incentive for people to come back knowing that the updated rewards are better. And I think that's good. I feel like they are banking on the idea that a lot of people are returning. Or, you know, finally checking out the game. Because a lot... I don't know if you guys noticed. I didn't count. But Solon really was pushing the whole entire, we're really friendly to our player base. We care about you. We love our players. We are so player friendly. And I had to laugh every time he said that. Because I'm like, now I'm like, are you? Are you? But it was funny. It was funny reading that. Or not reading that, but just watching him point that out every time. Wow, what a very player-friendly feature that is. Wow, what a very player-friendly addition, reward, etc. He would always point it out. Imagine playing the story of fighting a Thurnodian as Rover with a crown wooing. Yes. Yes. Maybe that's the crown of crownless. Is that the reason why he wants his crown back? Did you know in the beta version, he explicitly asked Rover, where's my crown? We have it. We have it. Oh, okay. Here's the thing I was most excited about. Throughout this entire time, I was like, okay, Elusive Realm was probably the one thing I was most excited about. But the thing that completely overshadowed it, my reaction, suddenly went like 10 decibels up, was them introducing a glossary. I was like, oh man, here we go. Now we're talking. Oh, you're introducing a glossary? You're finally going to explain your lore so people won't be confused? You got excited. But then the way that they featured it is like it's underlined and you can click the hyperlink and it tells you about it. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. But is there going to be like a repository, an archive where I could review that information? And it was only later with the quality of life guy, he pulls out his whole entire paper and he's just like, so yeah, we're going to put it in-game Wikipedia. And guess who cheered? Me. I've been asking for that for like 2-3 surveys now. They're listening. They saw my complaints. They knew. And I'm telling you, the 1.x patch would not feel as bad if they actually featured a glossary or in-game Wikipedia. Because the people, yeah, there's like the hardcore players who just want a gameplay. They want a combat. That's fine. But then you also really, really need to make your writing stronger in the 1.x patch. And it's not strong without explanations of basic overworld terminology. So it needs the Wikipedia. It's missing the entirety of Jinzhou when you go through the archive. So please put that in there, because then you could probably salvage Jinzhou a little bit more if you just explain all this terminology and have the glossary, have the dictionary, the in-game one, where we could actually see what you want us to read. Like, yeah, we can get context from, I don't know, reading character profiles, but I genuinely would like full definitions of what they're trying to explain to me here. Because then when we go through the story and they say a big one is like overclocking. Overclocking, I assume, just means they're going over the capacity of their power and it starts breaking them. Yes, we can make the assumption, but I would like to see that terminology explained in some sort of wiki or glossary or archive or whatever they decide to place that in. And the best place that they could do that in is under the gallery, which they should have named archives instead. So they got a lot. They got a lot to improve there. But I'm glad that they're looking into it and they've actually addressed it in some way. When that'll happen, I don't care. Just make it happen. And when it does, I will cheer because that will help so many people, especially the ones who like looking at the lore. That'll help them a lot. Those little beta tester thoughts, it's too much. Like the terminology? They dump so much terminology at the start, but you're too busy fighting Crownless to really absorb any of that. So when it comes up in the story, at least initially when you're going through the 1.x story, it just goes over your head. You're like, all right, they're just throwing terminology at me, and it's like I'm on the 5th episode of an anime, don't know the basis of the world, but I'll just go with it. That's kind of how I went through the story, even though I really didn't understand a lot of the terms in the first run. You kind of just have to continuously be exposed to it to start understanding, okay, this is what they're talking about, this is their powers, yada, yada, yada. So whenever they introduce that Wikipedia, the glossary, whatever, that'll make a huge difference. But they have to do that retroactively. They have to do that retroactively to the 1.x, which I don't think they've touched enough yet. But anyway, that's what I was most excited about. The game packaging, where they now make the updates smaller rather than having to download the entire game with every patch. I like that they are still trying to optimize that. So for them to say, hey, we are planning to make these downloads smaller so you don't have to download the whole entire game, and reassuring that, good. That's good. No, the Crownless being a true badass in CBT. Yeah, he was genuinely so intimidating, formidable. And then he almost like destroyed Yang Yang, which made you almost care for Yang Yang at the start. Completely written out. I mean, he still has aura, but he was so much cooler in CBT. But the beta testers thought it was too dark. Yeah, and I don't know who they are. Maybe they're right about the story because I still haven't seen the entirety of the story. I only saw like cutscenes here and there. But at least that whole entire scene against Crownless, that was good. That was good and actually made a lot of sense. Because even when you read the lore of, I think it's the Gorges of Spirits, Crownless made his base there because that was the connection point. The Gorges of Spirits was the connection point between Jinzhou to the inner cities, the 6 inner cities of Huanglong. And he made his base there to attack the other cities. So he was the big bad. And it was only up until Rover showed up, past Rover, I assume, that they were able to fight against the Crownless. He was always supposed to be like the big, scary, bad dude in Jinzhou. Now Crownless just emotes. He just does the T-pose for dominance. So on top of all the free Ashtrites and the events, we are getting free 10 pull. Very nice of them, very kind. New avatar, which looks cute. Don't know if I'll use it, but it looks cute. And then the other thing that I wasn't sure, like they mentioned a free 5-star convene, but I think it's only for new players. I could be wrong on that one. It was a little bit quick, but it seems like we are getting like a free 5-star standard. Maybe not we, but like for new players, they still have access to the beginner thing. Now, if it's available for us too, I'm probably just going to invest in another Verena or an Encore. I don't know if I'll ever use it for Kalcharo or Genshin. Top-up bonus reset makes sense, allows them to get more money. You know, I would definitely buy the $100 one just because you get double the amount. And it probably will get me one of the other characters that I really want. That was a proper bad guy, not just an intro boss. Yeah, I know. And it's such a loss. Because the way that he attacked all of them, like on sight, genuinely made him be formidable. Something to be feared. And then how the girls struggled against him too. And then ultimately Yang Yang getting hurt from trying to protect us from Crownless. Which made Yang Yang a little bit more of a, you know, important character to us. Knowing she was getting hurt on our behalf, despite us being just a suspicious dude that showed up out of nowhere. Standard Freestar for noobs only, I think. That's what I think too. Only for the new people or returning people do they get the 5-star Conbean. The limited item rewards in the Gilded Night Market, which I believe is featured with Zani. What's interesting about that is that they're introducing like the limited rewards from previous events. So like the cat sword and potentially the skin, phantoms of the boss characters or overlord characters. So limited weapons, limited items, limited phantom skins are available in the Gilded Night Market. So I'm curious if that's going to be a permanent thing or just featured for the event. Which will be strange. If it's only featured for the event, I don't know. That's weird. I'm not sure how, not like in a bad way, but it's like I'm not sure what would be the best way of approaching that. Do you just keep that permanent, available at any time for people to collect, or is it just stuck to the event? And then they'll just keep it for future events, right? They'll let these limited items to be bought in other future events. I'm curious how they plan to go about that. Steam release on April 29th. That's cool. Likely we'll see a surge of people coming in during that anniversary patch, and they will just be bombarded with 500 billion things to do. Quality of life to the tracking button. I haven't actually had trouble with the tracking button. I see what they mean about the extra clicks though. So I can see that being useful, just cutting down on how many interactions, how many button presses you have to do. But if that's the case, put a claim all button. A claim all button on all the rewards would also help reduce the clicking, the extra amount of button presses. So I will still ask for a claim all button for rewards, for dailies, things like that. Again, excited about the in-game wiki, excited about the summer outfits. I hope that their outfits are as customized as Jinshi's Peach one is, where it changes like the attacks. I'm curious what Chang Li's will look like, because hers is like it's feathers. It's the phoenix feathers. So I'm curious what the summer one will look like, and if the feathers are replaced, will they just be blue? Will it be like a different color? Will we see like a different change in the setup of her like AoE attack? With Carlotta, I think it'd be easier. Maybe something like water. It'd probably be like more water based rather than it being ice and crystal based. But again, I would like to see when they do the featured outfits. And if they do as much of an investment, like with Jinshi, she even had like her Resonator skin showcase. Curious if they're going to keep that up with Changli and Carlotta. But I see that they're taking to heart the feedback from the outfits, where a lot of people said they would like 2 to 3 outfits every other patch, I think, or every 2 to 3 patches, so they're not overwhelmed making them. And I think that's a good idea. The behind the scenes videos that they're planning to release is going to be fun. I am curious about that. I like how at some point the guy just starts cursing, knowing that they've been through a lot of hard times, and I don't blame him. I'm sure that the entire cycle of going through the year developing Wuthering Waves definitely had its ups and downs. So to see how they developed over time would be really cool. Cool to see their background work. And then another like a contest where our photos can be featured in the front page. Now, is it like the front page of their website, or is it like in the game? That one, I actually need to clarify or need to review, but that's interesting. That's made for me because I like taking pictures in the game. It's very, very pretty. Although I wish when you take a snapshot with the camera using the utilities, it doesn't have as high a quality as it is doing like a portrait or a camera shot when you use the camera function. I thought it would be the same, but it actually turns out the quality is different, very different. Using the camera function has a way higher quality than just using the snapshot with using the camera, the utility camera. So that might be something I'll bring up to see if they could potentially make the quality the same. In-game loading screen prob? I hope so, because that's what I was suspecting, that it would be the in-game loading screen that would feature the shots. So even more of a reason for me to use more male resonators to take pictures with. I'll make the most amazing branch shots, alto shots, Shang Liao shots that they cannot deny, and they're gonna have to put it in there. And I hope that'll convince them to put more males for me. Then we have the Cancerella Chibi figure, which I think Chibi is probably the best way to go for Cancerella, because if they're already crying over the fact that the seam was removed from her undies, then I don't know, maybe they'll cry about it over their figure too. So the Chibi figure is definitely the way to go. And the cube stack and play? Cube stack and play was... I didn't really understand what that was about. It seemed like a mini game, but I wasn't sure if it's like also like actual figurines you could get, like the little cube figurines, and you could just stack them, right? At first I thought it was like an in-game mini game, but then the more that they started talking, I got confused. So well, we'll see. Cube, stack, and play. I just don't get Kanta controversy. Me neither. I didn't look that hard. And then when they pointed it out, I was like, it doesn't matter. I understand the issues with censorship. Nobody likes anything being censored. But when your game is at risk of being shut down because of a panty line, probably would take just removing the panty line over the whole game getting shut down and your livelihood going down with it. You know? You gotta pick your battles. And in that case, Kuro definitely didn't feel like the censorship... They would take the hit of the censorship versus their livelihood getting shot instead. So... yeah, I don't really get it. It doesn't change the way that I play anything. Like, I understand the sentiments about, you know, censorship is not something that people want. But in this case, can I even blame them? Nah, I can't. And then, of course, with the last two things are actually pretty big. The collab with Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I'm looking forward to seeing where we are in the world when that comes out. Because Cyberpunk Edgerunners does not match with Renacida, but could it potentially match with a new region? Yes. So I am interested in seeing how that all comes together. What do they plan to feature? Like a character from that game? Or outfits, skins from Cyberpunk? Well, how, like, I'm wondering, because with PGR, they featured like Nier Automata characters, DMC characters. So I don't know if I'd be attached or compelled enough, because I don't know anything about Cyberpunk or watched Edgerunners. I don't know if I'd be compelled enough to pull for a character, but it's neat. And then with 2.4 coming out with an entirely new map, also something to look forward to. Even if you can get behind people wanting to see that, bro, people out there think that's... yeah. Calcium a Cyberpunk dude? I think so. I think Kaltaro would be a part of that. I don't know why they get mad for a feature that doesn't represent anything about the character at all. Right. Right. It's like, Cantarella is more than just the seam. But, okay. Sorry that you feel like they completely destroyed her character by removing this feature of hers. This design choice of hers that, you know, you could only see if you actually pay attention. But it could also be because I'm a girl and I don't understand that. I don't really look that hard over there. So, cry harder? I don't know. I just have no empathy or sympathy or any sort of like camaraderie with that sort of thinking. I don't. So you can continue crying about it and maybe go play Nikke or something. Go play Girls Frontline 2. Or just go play your hentai game. You'll get far more of what you want from those games than you would here. So just like how you would want me to play Love in Deep Space, which joke's on you, I already do. I play wuwa for a very different reason. And I do think changing anything to a character after releasing is bad, but this would have been worse if not implemented. True. Imagine they make her boba small, you're gonna feel that. Imagine that. I mean, they had to censor characters in PGR before too, but the way that they censored the characters from the comparisons that I've seen, one of them I was like, I don't even see what they censored. It looks the same. The pictures are the same. And then the other ones are very clever. I think they're very cleverly put into the design. Now, I understand the sentiment of, hey, I already pulled this character and now you're changing like drastic features of this character. Like if you made Cantarella chubby after you released her, then like very large instead of how she's like hourglass shaped as of right now, right? Or you make Fleur-de-Lis tall, big mom who could destroy me, and you just make her small, Cardathea sized. Maybe I could see the issues with that. They are the same picture. Okay, like a big difference was like making Cantarella Carlotta sized after she was revealed and you could buy her or you could pull for her. Then that seems strange. That's definitely something that I could see complaints about. It's like, why did you change that so drastically? But if they cover Branch chest, that doesn't stop woman. I was thinking about that. Like, he has like the deepest V-neck on the planet. It's so deep. It's so down there. And I was thinking about that. Like, what if they button him up? I don't think I'd care. Honestly, I don't think I'd care very much because that doesn't stop anybody from just ripping his chest open anyway, right? So, yeah. Like, if they have to do it for a good reason, okay, whatever. We'll let it go. But I can see in that case, yeah, that definitely would be in line. So if removing the seam on Cantarella's underwear, I don't know, what is that? It is underwear, right? If removing the seam is like equivalent of buttoning up Brant, then I don't know. I think I'd just lose the battle. Because if that's the reason why CCP wants to shut them down, then who cares? I want to still play the game. My priorities lie elsewhere. I still want to continue playing Brant. I don't care if he is desexualized at all. Because you know what? In Love in Deep Space, the Gooner game, which it is truly a Gooner game, my favorite skins are the ones where they're in uniform and completely buttoned up. You can't stop a woman from liking a man. So, yeah. They can even remove his shirt. Not gonna get... Hold up. They can't remove his shirt. Or no, they can remove his shirt. They can. but they can't give him nipples. Giving him nipples is too far. They can't do that. If they give him nipples, it's over. That's where they have to stop. They can't give him nip-nops. Won't they do it at CCP though? Are they gooners too? I don't know. I don't know. They can't handle it. They see a little bit too much panty and they get all their feathers ruffled, I guess. But that's just what I think. My priorities lie elsewhere. I genuinely don't have a horse in this race. I'd prefer to just continue playing a game without it changing the gameplay. But as far as character skins go, I know that it is kind of scummy about the censorship stuff. But I would prefer to still have the game over losing a detail on a character. It already happened with Scar. We're not going to have his onigiri back. It's over. The onigiri is dead. So if they button up Brant, I mean, I'll be sad about it, but it's okay. He's still really coolly designed. What if Brant went that tiger dude route? Like, no longer being a furry? That was a very drastic change. And truly, I'm so thankful that they changed his design because his furry design was not it. It wasn't. It was not it. I think the way that they designed that character... I don't know. I'm not much of a furry person, though. So, I didn't like his design. I'm okay with current Ling Yang, but past Ling Yang? He's not real and he can't hurt you. Okay, well, I'm still up. Let's go ahead and do these redemption rewards before I forget, because I'll be working these next 3 days. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold on. That's a good song though. Anyway, what are you guys' thoughts? I think I've already shared my review over everything that we saw today. What is the one thing that you're excited about coming up in this anniversary? The number one thing that stood out to you the most? It's not my thing, and thankfully haven't lost 50-50 to him. I'm surprised about how many people lost their 50-50 to Ling Yang. I lost my 50-50 to Verena, and I think that's the best character to lose your 50-50 for. My second take would be Encore. I would not be sad. I would not be sad if I have a repeat of Encore as well. And Verena is the only character I lost my 50-50 to so far. She came out in the Camellia banner when I was pulling for Camellia. And then I was like, alright, let's go get the 5-star thing. I got excited. Out comes Verena, and one of the viewers at the time was like, huh, your flower looks a little different. Is this? Okay. Yeah, I already did all my dailies. Alright. Where is the redemption codes? Alright, first one. First anniversary. Second one is it ever flowing? And then last one is with you. Oh wait, shoot. With you. And that is free 300s. That is 300 Ashtrites, guys. Definitely grab it. Oh, I love these things, by the way. I keep forgetting that I'm collecting these, but now that I remember that I collected so much of them, I've been using it to build characters and I'm starting to run low. I just can't get Sanhua, though. 150 goddamn pulls for her. All I got was Alto and Baija. You know, out of the 4-star characters, Baija is the only one.
The experiment begins.
Baija is the only one that I have yet to
if you know what you want.
Get like copies of. Everybody else I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out on already. Well, except Lumi. But Baija's like completely elusive. when it comes to like the 1.x characters. She's the only one that I haven't maxed from the 1.0 characters. Sanhua though is my baby. She loves me. And I love her. And that's all that matters. Oh, I still haven't done this yet. I probably should. I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway. That's it for me, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. For just yapping about the anniversary. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. So I think we covered everything. I was playing earlier. I'm done with my dailies, so I already have S6 of them, but not of Sanhua. Yeah. Mine is only Baija when it comes to the 1.0 characters. But okay, thank you guys for chatting with me, hanging out. Hope everybody enjoyed the anniversary. Looking forward to what other people are saying about it. But I'm sure there's a lot to look forward to for everybody involved. And I'm gonna go to sleep. So thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.